closet full of... Oh, my clothes are all gone.
Oh, what a pity.
You're so smart.
Hey, where are you going?
Right out here in the hall.
Hey! Hey, let me out of here. Let me out of here, Liz. Liz!
Well, that takes care of my competition. Oh, my goodness, what am I going to wear? Oh, I'll see if there isn't something I can wear in George's room.
Open that door!
That was little Danny Thielen, age 12. Thank you, Danny. You keep on playing like that, and who knows what will happen to you. Now we will hear from Esther Weiss, Zimbel student. Esther, I go look for her. Where is she?
I haven't seen her.
Oh, hello, Mr. Cooper.
Mrs. Cooper.
That's a nice-looking suit you have on.
Oh, do you like it? I thought the pants were a little too long.
Crazy people. Well, I gotta find Esther. Mrs. Cooper, maybe she's in the... would you go look and see if she's in the...
I wouldn't dare in these clothes.
Oh, good. Oh, here she comes now. Hurry up, Esther, hurry up. By the way, where is Mrs. Cooper, Mr. Cooper? The other Cooper, where is he?
Oh, I'm sorry. He asked me to tell you he couldn't get out tonight. I'm ready.
Oh, good. And now we will hear from Esther Weiss, Zimbel student.
I am Esther Weiss, age 5 1/2. I will play Beethoven's Ninth Symphony on the cymbals.
All right, Esther, go ahead. Thank you, Esther Weiss. And now, for our last contestant, we hear from Liz Cooper at the piano.
Hi, Liz.
George, how did you get here?
I slid down the drain pipe.
That's a lovely dress you're wearing.
Do you like it? The skirt's a little short.
That's my son's suit.
Oh, that's what it is. Hasn't it got an awfully low neckline?
You got it on backwards.
Well, now, for our last contestant, Liz Cooper at the piano.
Last contestant. That's going to be me.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Now, what's going on here? What's the matter, Mrs. Cooper?
That's Mrs. Cooper.
You're both here. But there's only time for one of you.
Well, which one?
That's something you'll have to decide between you.
I'll play.
That's what you think. Out of my way.
No, wait, come back. You both can't play.
My name is George Cooper.
My name is Liz Cooper.
Age 36.
My name is Liz Cooper.
I'll play humorette.
I'll play way down upon the Swanee River.
But you both can't play at the same time.
1, 2...
No, wait. You could at least play the same tune. One of you change to the other one.
All right.
1, 2...
That was good. That worked out fine.
Who won, Professor?
You both won. I give you the prize for the best duet. 6 months free lessons with Professor Krausweil.
George Cooper.
Huh? What's the matter?
You ought to be ashamed.
Hey, what's the idea of slapping me?
That's for the way you acted in my dreams.
Oh, what was I doing?
You were smooching with Betty Grable.
Oh, Liz. You know, I was dreaming, too, about you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You were dancing with Gregory Peck. But you don't see me getting angry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where were you in your dream?
Oh, I was out on the patio, smooching with Betty Grable.
Oh! That's for me and Betty Grable. Good night, George.
My Favorite Husband, starring Lucille Ball with Richard Denning, was produced for broadcast in the Frankfurt studios of the American Forces Network Europe by Air Force Sergeant Dave Schofield. Specialist Brad Scott speaking. Join us next time for My Favorite Husband.
I came across Mr. Kipling in the meadow by the church. If I've painted that spire once, he said, I've painted it 12 times. He offered me an apple pie. An artist needs inspiration, he explained. Golden short-crust pastry, delicious apple filling, and just the right amount of sugar sprinkled on top. But then, when it comes to the little details, Mr. Kipling does have an exceedingly good eye.
They begin with the beans, coffee beans, coffee beans, coffee beans.
When they're making Maxwell House,
They take the fresh coffee beans, only fresh coffee beans.
to make wonderful Maxwell House. Look inside the jar, it's a rich, fresh brown, 'cause there's coffee pot freshness all the way down.
Yes, there's coffee pot freshness in every cup of Maxwell House.
Keeping the radio memories alive thanks to the sponsorship of John Paul Pet. Pet care with a salon pedigree. Visit jppet.com today.
Frontier Town, the saga of the Roaring West. Frontier Town. El Paso, Cheyenne, Calgary, Tombstone. Frontier Town. Here is the adventurous story of the early West, the tamed and the untamed. From the Pecos to Powder River, Dodge City to Poker Flat. These are the towns they fought to live in and lived to fight for. Teeming crucibles of pioneer freedom. Frontier Town!
Howdy. Chad Remington's the name. Chad Remington from Dos Rios in the Rocky Mountain country, where I'm sort of, well, I guess you'd call me a frontier town lawyer. Strange things happen out on the frontier, and as a result, strange things happen to me. Mighty strange things. But the frontier being what it is, always changing and always moving, and with the people who drift into it and across it, we've got just about as much law as the law allows. To show you what I mean, let's take what seemed to be a pretty cut and dried case that was brought to me just a matter of a few weeks ago. And I guess the best way to tell you about it is to tell you what happened, or what I suppose happened before they sent for me. Now, it all took place in the town of Rock Springs, about 40, 50 miles from Dos Rios and concerned a cattle rancher by the name of Oliver Baldwin and his daughter Dixie.
By criminy, Dixie, you're just wasting your breath arguing with me. I know what I'm doing. And I'm a-telling you that I'm going down to Delahanty's store and tell him off proper.
But, Daddy, maybe you did make a mistake when you wrote that deed out for him. Maybe you just thought you wrote it out for 300 acres. You might have put an extra zero on it without realizing it.
The only mistake I made was in dealing with that unprincipled, no-good varmint in the first place. I know what I wrote in that deed, and it was just 300 acres and not 3,000.
Well, if you're positive he changed the 300 to 3,000, you still shouldn't take the law into your own hands.
Who said anything about taking the law into my own hands? I'm just going down to Delahanty's store and give him 24 hours to change that deed back to 300 acres or suffer the consequences. And while I'm in town, I'm sending a telegram over to Dos Rios to that lawyer over there, Chad Remington.
Well, that's a relief.
Because if Delahanty's going to try any crooked stuff on me, I'm a-getting a lawyer and throwing him and his whole kit and caboodle right smack into jail.
Well, Oliver Baldwin was as good as his word. He hitched a team to his buckboard and drove from the 2-Bar S into Rock Springs to call on Cy Delahanty at the little store Delahanty had recently opened in the town. And while he was on the trail to Rock Springs, Oliver Baldwin was the subject of a conversation Delahanty was having with his assistant, Prod Stevens.
Look, Mr. Delahanty, I know I work for you, but you ain't been in Rock Springs long enough to know about these things. And I'm telling you, Oliver Baldwin is a regular catamount when he gets riled.
You don't say so, Prod. The old gentleman looks so gentle. You'd think butter wouldn't melt in his mouth.
Talk about the devil. Here comes Baldwin now.
Let me handle him. Morning, Oliver.
Don't you go Oliver and me, Delahanty.
No, don't tell me just because you made a perfectly understandable mistake in filling out my deed that you're going to hold it against me.
Delahanty, I know you ain't been out west long enough to understand us, folks, but them smooth city ways yours don't go out here. We got our own way of handling crooks.
Prod, I think you better show the gentleman to the door. And don't be too polite about it.
Yeah, all right. Come on,
you
Mr. Baldwin.
lay a hand on me
now.
and I'll
You
show...
numbskull, let that gun alone. Let go of that gun or
Mr. Baldwin, you pulled a gun, acted like a complete nitwit, and ruined a $200 mirror. Now get out before I lose my temper completely.
If that gunslinger of yours didn't have my 45, I'd show you. But I'm a-getting a lawyer down here, Delahanty, and when he comes, you'll be lucky if you just end up in jail.
Oh, he's sending for help, is he? Well, the only kind of help he's going to need is the help of 6 pallbearers. Prod.
Yeah, boss?
Get that rifle out of the back room. You and I are riding out on the trail, making sure that Mr. Baldwin never gets back home.
Well, Oliver Baldwin stopped long enough in Rock Springs before heading home to send me a telegram. So enlisting the company and assistance of Cherokee O'Bannon, the ex-medicine man who now owns the Dos Rios livery stable, we lost no time in setting out for Rock Springs and plowing up the dust to the 2-Bar S ranch house.
This is quite an establishment Mr. Baldwin has over here, Chad.
Yep, and from all appearances, Oliver Baldwin seems to be one of the few really prosperous ranchers.
You suppose he might be able to pay you a sizable fee, Counselor?
What do you call a sizable fee? $10 for me and 10 quarts of whiskey for you?
Oh, sizable fee should be $20. Oh, quarts.
Yes.
Oh, I'm Chad Remington, and this is Mr. O'Bannon. Is Mr. Baldwin home?
Come in, won't you? I'm Dixie Baldwin. My father was dry-gulched last night.
He was...
Dry-gulched? Oh. Who was the unprincipled culprit who dared to...
Hold it, Cherokee. This is no time to ask questions. If Miss Dixie feels like talking, she'll tell us all that's necessary to know.
Oh, what is it to tell you? I knew before my father left for town that he'd never come back.
Why do you say that?
Because he went in to see Cy Delahanty with blood in his eye.
Cy Delahanty. Who's he?
A double-crossing, sheep-stealing Jasper who just opened a store in town. Oh, I know I can't prove it, but I'm positive that Delahanty did it.
Why do you say that, miss? Had he threatened your father?
I don't know. But Daddy threatened him plenty. You see, Delahanty moved to Rock Springs from Springfield a few months ago. He opened a store and then started looking around for some ranch land he could buy.
Well, that explains part of your father's telegram about a forged deed.
He sold Delahanty 300 acres. When the deed was filed, it read 3,000.
I see. But you said your father was dry gulched. And if he went into Delahanty's store to threaten him,
Of course. You didn't think Delahanty would do what he did in his own store, do you? With that kind, they just wait.
Shall I open the door for you, Miss Dixie?
Yes, if you... Well, I recognize his rig outside. That must be Delahanty at the door now.
Now, wait a minute, Miss Dixie. I think Cherokee and I had better go into the kitchen while he's here.
You mean you don't want to meet Delahanty?
No, I don't. Not just yet.
Well, you're going to be a fine lot of help, you are.
Now, wait a minute. I only want to... You'd better let him in. I'll explain my reasons to you later. All right, come on, Cherokee.
Good afternoon, Miss Baldwin. May I come in?
Yes, as long as you're here.
I heard about your father.
Not really.
A week ago, I'd have felt sorry for your father and for you. But since he made his attitude very apparent yesterday, I'll just make this a business call. Save myself the trouble of coming to see you again.
And save me the trouble of seeing you again.
Your father told you he sold me only 300 acres, didn't he?
That's all he did sell you.
Unfortunately, that part is past argument. When he came in to see me yesterday, he asked me to promise that I wouldn't tell you about this. Here.
A bill of sale for 100 head of cattle.
A bill of sale for 100 head of cattle. You didn't think I was going to buy 3,000 acres of land and raise jackrabbits on it, did you? I bought a ranch from your father. A ranch with cattle on it.
You... Mr. Delahanty, I want to tell you something I'm sure you already know. This is nothing but forgery. You copied my father's signature from the original deed.
How very, very clever of me. Of course, you can prove that statement.
I'm giving you 3 to get out of here.
No sense in reaching for that rifle, young lady. Now that I've told you the facts, I'm going. But I'll be back Monday to take over my 3,000 acres and the cattle along with it. Good day, Miss Baldwin. And don't expect me at your father's funeral.
Mr. Remington!
There's a fine, high-class gentleman. Miss Dixie, do you believe your father did sell him the cattle?
For $1,100?
I'm forced to agree with the young lady, Chad.
So am I, Cherokee. But that doesn't mean a judge and 12 men on a jury would. No, the first thing for us to do, if Miss Dixie feels up to it, is to ride into town and call on the sheriff.
Sheriff, you can't really mean that.
How did it do, Miss Dixie? Guessing's one thing, proving's another.
And how are you going to prove a thing like forgery when even you admit you couldn't tell if it's your father's signature or not?
Well, if either of you think I'm going to be robbed of my ranch and my stock, you've certainly got another thing coming.
Miss Dixie, the law is the law.
Isn't that consoling? But if that is the law, then maybe I'd better make a few laws of my own.
Now, Dixie, you're not going to get any place acting this way.
As far as you're concerned, Mr. Remington, remember, I didn't ask you to come down here. And if my father had known as much about you as I do now, I don't think he would have either.
we'll return to the second act of Branding the Badlands, our exciting frontier town adventure, in just a few moments. And now, Frontier Town.
Well, as I said before, a cut-and-dried case doesn't always turn out to be just that. And not only was it a back-breaking job trying to prove anything on Cy Delahanty, but Dixie Baldwin's sudden attitude of bitterness was making my task no easier. After Dixie's display of temper at the sheriff's office, the O'Bannon and I, somewhat grimly, I admit, remounted our horses and rode back to the 2-Bar S Ranch. When we got there, we found that Dixie, having seen us coming, had gone into her bedroom and bolted the door, leaving us with a bit of egg on our faces. Not much to do and a good deal to talk about.
Chad, you know I'm not a man who likes propriety, but I want to go on record as saying Miss Baldwin is perhaps the most pig-headed filly I've ever seen. And one of the most pulchritudinous, I might add. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, find a lot of good her pulchritude is doing us while she's locked up in her room.
And it has certain advantages at that, Chad. For example, since she is not out here to play hostess, I could look through the kitchen cupboards to see if I could locate any refreshments.
Not on your tin type. This is one time you need a clear head.
Counselor, my head is clear as a bell.
Yes, and probably twice as empty.
Of course. It's absolutely twice. What was that again?
Look, O'Bannon, there's only one thing for us to do. We've got to induce Miss Dixie to come out and listen to reason. And there are no two ways about that.
If I know women, and I do, she's not coming out.
Dixie? Dixie, can you hear me? I want to talk to you.
You're just wasting your breath, my boy.
Doggone it, Dixie. Will you stop acting like a spoiled child and come out here?
I'm certainly not coming out. And if you're even half a gentleman, you'll pack up and clear out of here.
Now, your father telegraphed me to come out here and, well, he needed some help. And if you...
Fine lot of help you are. Unless you mean you want to help Delahanty.
Why, you ungrateful little vixen. Now, you either open that door or someone's going to have to buy you a new one.
You try breaking this door down and you're going to get a load of buckshot.
All right. Now, Cherokee, that excess beef of yours is good for something. Come on, help me bust this door down.
Only too glad to oblige, Counselor.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Two big, strong men, eh? Well, do you think you're big enough to swallow lead?
Now, you wouldn't dare pull that trigger. Your bluff is just like your temper, all on the surface. And for your information, I'm not leaving Rock Springs yet.
And for your information, I don't care what you do as long as you get out of my house.
Fair enough. That's a bargain. All right, come on, Cherokee. We got a bit of riding to do and fast. We did have a bit of riding to do. We rode back to town and made tracks for Delahanty's General Store, where we called on Mr. Delahanty himself in mighty short order.
Yeah, I've heard about you, Remington.
I've heard about you, too, Delahanty.
Well, if I were you, I wouldn't believe all I hear.
Sorry, but what I heard about you, I've got to believe.
A really smart man wouldn't.
You talk as if I came here to make trouble for you. I didn't, so I'm putting all my cards on the table. Oliver Baldwin sent for me. When I got here, he was dead. And in my humble opinion, that daughter of Baldwin's is a double-dyed, self-willed little fool.
Oh? Is she?
Now, after talking to the sheriff, I'm sure of it. Now, look. Baldwin was supposed to pay me $500 for coming here, and it looks as if I'm not going to get it. So I thought maybe I could get part of it by making a deal with you.
A deal, huh? Well, keep talking.
Well, the sheriff says there's no question in his mind that you bought and paid for 100 head of 2-Bar S cattle. And since you're a merchant and not a cattleman, I'd like to make a deal to round up and brand that cattle for you.
Wish I could believe you, Remington.
Why shouldn't you believe me? I own a ranch of my own, and I'm telling you that rounding up and branding takes an expert.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, if O'Bannon and I could do the job for you and collect $100, well, we'll at least have made expenses and not leave Rock Springs total losers.
Good grief, man. What have you got to lose? Besides, you can ride along with us and make sure you're getting what you paid for.
That's right at that. All right, boys, you can start the roundup and branding tomorrow morning. And Prod and I will be right on hand to watch you.
Dixie, won't you even give me a chance to explain?
Don't you think you've explained enough? You're going to do exactly what my father wanted you down here for. To help Delahanty take possession of 3,000 acres and 100 head of cattle he never paid for.
But, my dear lady, Chad's got a good reason for doing it. And if he'd only stop to think at the time of the year it is, you'd get some ideas why
If you'd only stop trying to alibi yourselves, maybe we'd all be a lot happier. Let me tell you both this much. I'm going to pay you back someday and show the world what a pair of double-dealing, low-down, backbiting snakes you two really are. Since that's all I have to say to you, you can get out of here now and not show your faces again till it's time for your roundup.
All right, Cherokee. Dab a loop on that yearling and haul it over here to the fire. We're all ready to brand.
Right you are, Chad.
Are you sure this brand design will be all right for you, Mr. Delahanty?
Sure, if you say so. It's easy to put on those steers.
Oh, it's very little trouble. And the design, a triangle cross, is unusual. You won't find it twice within 1,000 miles of here.
Chad, this adolescent bovine is not taking too kindly to the idea of branding. Now, who's going to hold and who's going to brand?
I'd better ear the calf down, Cherokee. You look almost worn out already.
The only reason I look worn out is I am worn out.
Did you ever see a branding before, Mr. Delahanty?
No, this is my first.
Chad, for mercy's sake, will you stop conversing and toss that calf? The iron is red hot.
Okay, Cherokee. And don't forget the instructions I gave you.
Yes, sir. Once over lightly.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right, Cherokee. Slap on that branding iron. Because once we get this one done, we still got 99 more head that are going to wear the triangle cross. Now, believe me, it was mighty tough work branding 100 steers. But well worth the money Delahanty was supposed to pay us. It was late and dark by the time we'd finished, so we arranged to have Delahanty come back the next morning to cut out his cattle and drive them over to his own acres. But just before Delahanty was due, Cherokee and I paid another call on Dixie Baldwin.
Are you crazy? Why should I go out to the corral while you gloat over delivering 100 head of stolen cattle to Delahanty?
Now, look, young lady. You're coming out to witness the delivery whether you want to or not. So make up your mind to that.
Who do you think you're talking to that way?
I know who I'm talking to. Miss Dixie Baldwin. And she's going out to make sure that Delahanty gets only the cattle wearing his own brand.
You can talk all you want to. I'm not going out to the corral.
Now, the heck you're not, young lady. Cherokee, grab her shoulder.
Delighted, my boy.
Now, we're carrying Miss Baldwin to the corral ourselves.
Here goes.
You put me down. No, you stop that. You put me down. No, you leave me alone.
Well, Mr. Delahanty, it's up to you to pick out the cattle wearing your Triangle Cross brand and drive them out of here.
Huh? Triangle Cross brand?
That's your brand, you know.
Why not one of these cattle are wearing a Triangle Cross?
But they're the same cattle you saw Chad and I brand for you yesterday.
What are you talking about?
Not your cattle. These have got to be your cattle. You left that so-called assistant of yours here to watch them overnight, didn't you?
We're not magicians, Mr. Delahanty.
I don't know what's going on. There must be some mistake.
Mistake? Oh, there can't possibly be. And what's more, you yourself gave Miss Baldwin a receipt for the 100 head of cattle right after the branding.
Yeah, but these aren't my cattle.
Well, I must admit the 100 head penned up in here are wearing the 2-Bar S brand. Maybe you moved your cattle during the night while we weren't around.
You think I'm crazy or something?
I'm sure I don't know. But since you admit these aren't your cattle here, well, you might just as well be on your way.
Why, you... Remington, I don't know how you did it, but you tricked me.
I did?
And let me tell you this much. You're not going to get away with it.
But maybe I have gotten away with it, Delahanty. It seems to me that you've already signed a receipt for the delivery of your so-called cattle.
Yeah? I'm taking the cattle in this corral anyhow. Pry!
Yeah, boss?
Start driving that 100 head out of here.
My good man, do you intimate that you're going to rustle Miss Baldwin's cattle?
I mean that you're both a couple of thieves. And I'm taking what's rightly mine.
Delahanty, you just made a couple of mistakes. The first mistake was calling me a thief. And the second was...
Stand the cow! Go get him, Counselor!
Try to steal cattle, will you?
Remington, you're nothing but a filthy crook,
and that's one sentence you're not going to finish. When you wake up, we've got another sentence you can finish, which will run about 15 years.
All right, Sheriff, you can come out of those bushes now.
All right, come on, Sheriff. You saw Delahanty try to take 100 head of cattle that weren't wearing his brand. And I know that you know exactly what to do with cattle rustlers.
Chad, I'm not even going to apologize to you for all I said and did.
You sure don't have to, Dixie.
But will you please explain to me how you got away with that hocus pocus when I saw you brand the cattle with Delahanty's brand myself?
Miss, all we did was cold brand that stock.
Huh? Cold brand? Now, just what is a cold brand?
Well, Dixie, I tried to explain it to you yesterday, but you just wouldn't listen. However, a cold brand is a brand which only burns the hair off, doesn't touch the hide. And Delahanty, being an Easterner, didn't know that this time of the year, with the cattle shedding their hair, the burned hair fell out overnight, leaving only the 2-Bar S to show through.
And the look on his face when he saw that 2-Bar S.
Well, that 2-Bar is a wonderful brand. Just imagine, 2 bars in place of 1.
What do you mean, Cherokee?
Well, Cherokee's kind of hinting that now that the job's all over and Delahanty's on his way to jail, he'd like a little liquid refreshment.
Oh, well, come on. I've got a bottle of something in the kitchen.
Oh, no, not that.
Oh, what's the matter, Cherokee? You turning down a drink?
Well, last night I got into the kitchen and brought the bottle out. Started to pour a drink in the parlor, but I very quickly gave it up. Too strong for me.
Too strong? You'll have to explain that one to me.
Well, when I poured some in the glass, a few drops of it fell on the maple table in the parlor.
Yes?
And that liquor was so strong, you know what? The bird's eye maple all turned bloodshot.
Frontier Town, starring Reed Hadley and featuring Wade Crosby, is a Bruce Ells production. Story and direction by Paul Franklin. Music written and played by Ivan Ditmars. Be sure to be with us again same time next week for another fine action-adventure story with your favorite young Western star, Reed Hadley. And now this is Bill Foreman to tell you that Frontier Town comes to you from Hollywood.
Keeping the radio memories alive thanks to the sponsorship of John Paul Pet. Pet care with a salon pedigree. Visit jppet.com today.
We adore her, we adore her. Doing things in her very special way. We adore her, nothing surer. You're the one that can brighten up our day.
New Toffee Glees.
New Toffee Glees are twice the fun because you get 2 sweets in one.
I came across Mr. Kipling in the meadow by the church. If I've painted that spire once, he said, I've painted it 12 times. He offered me an apple pie. An artist needs inspiration, he explained. Golden short crust pastry, delicious apple filling, and just the right amount of sugar sprinkled on top. But then, when it comes to the little details, Mr. Kipling does have an exceedingly good eye.
Shimmer into summer with color at your fingertips.
Nail color by Yvette.
Hi there, get swinging with the new Yvette nail colors. They're great, sunny, bright, long-lasting. Just right for the moderns. Yvette, beauty at a young price.
Shimmer into summer with color at your fingertips.
Nail color by Yvette.
Exclusive to Woolworth beauty counters.
You're listening to 1940s Radio on the Rocket Classic Radio Network.
The National Broadcasting Company presents, transcribes, Sir Laurence Olivier in Theatre Royal.
This is Laurence Olivier. Today, for a change, our play is to be taken from sequences I've chosen from a novel which I think must be almost the most famous ever written. Charles Dickens' David Copperfield. This particular sequence introduces a particular character. To me, a very particular character, Mr. Micawber. So now I'm going to tell you the story of Mr. Micawber's difficulties. My name is David Copperfield, and this is to be the story of an early chapter in my life, the story of my boyhood. It is a deplorable but no unusual thing for a boy to be out of favor with his stepfather, and since he stood in that relation to me, perhaps I can charge no unusual harshness against Mr. Murdstone in that he wished me out of his sight. As his stepson, I was an expense and a burden to him, and Mr. Murdstone could see no reason why that expense should be prolonged. Which was the reason, no doubt, why he launched me so early upon my working career.
I suppose you know, David, that I'm not rich. At any rate, you know it now. You've received some considerable education already. Education is costly. And even if it were not and I could afford it, I'm of opinion it would not be to your advantage to stay on at school.
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir.
What is before you is a fight with the world. And the sooner you begin it, the better.
Yes, sir.
You've heard the counting house mentioned sometimes.
The counting house?
Our business, Murdstone and Grinby and the wine trade.
Yes, sir, I think so.
Why, you've heard the counting house mentioned, or the business, or the cellars, or the wharf, or something about it.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Quinlan here manages the business. He suggests that it gives employment to other boys, and he sees no reason why it shouldn't on the same terms give employment to you.
He having no other prospect, Murdstone.
Precisely.
Those terms are, David, that you earn enough for yourself to provide for your eating and drinking and pocket money. Your lodging, which I have arranged for, will be paid by me.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So you are now going to London, David, with Mr. Quinion here to begin the world on your own account. In short, you are provided for and will please to do your duty. You will leave on the coach tomorrow morning.
I know enough of the world now to have almost lost the capacity of being surprised by anything. But it is a matter of some surprise to me even now that I can have been so easily thrown away at such an age. A child of excellent abilities and with strong powers of observation. Quick, eager, delicate, and soon hurt bodily and mentally. It seems wonderful to me that nobody should have made any sign in my behalf. But none was made. And I became, at 10 years old, a little laboring hind in the service of Murdstone and Grimley. Their warehouse was on the London riverside, down in Blackfriars. It was a crazy old house with a wharf of its own, abutting on the water when the tide was in, and on the mud when the tide was out, and literally overrun with rats.
You don't want to take any notice of the rats. They won't bother you if you don't bother them.
No, I won't.
My name's Mick Walker, and that there's my dad. He's a bargeman. And this is Mealy.
Mealy?
Yes. I'm Mealy Potatoes, they call me. My dad's a fireman. What's your dad?
Well, I don't really have a dad. My stepfather's Mr. Murdstone.
What, him? The governor? Not that we see much of him round here, of course. Oh, you one of the knobs, then?
Nah, he's just a bottle washer like you and me. Come on, then. Let's get started on some of these.
What do I have to do, please?
You've got to watch out for flaws in them and wash them as hasn't got none. Then you've got to stick labels on them when they're filled and cork them in the cask here. So let's get started on them.
No words can express the secret agony of my soul as I sunk into my new companionship, or the shame I felt in my new position. As often as Mick Walker went away in the course of that afternoon, I mingled my tears with the water in which I was washing the bottles, and sobbed as if there were a flaw in my own breast, and it was in danger of bursting. It was dinner time before anyone spoke to me again.
Hey, he wants you. Mr. Quinion in the counting house. He said to tell you.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
I went into the counting house where Mr. Quinion was waiting for me, and found there a stoutish, middle-aged person in a brown surtout and black tights and shoes, with no more hair upon his head, which was a large one and very shining, than there is upon an egg, and with a very extensive face, which he turned full upon me. His clothes were shabby, but he had an imposing shirt collar on. He carried a jaunty sort of stick, with a large pair of rusty tassels to it, and a quizzing glass hung outside his coat.
Well, this is he. So this is Master Copperfield. I hope I see you well, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I hope you're the same, sir.
I am, thank heaven, very well. I've received a letter from Mr. Murdstone in which he mentions that he would desire me to receive into an apartment in the rear of my house, which is at present unoccupied, and is, in short, to be let as a bedroom. The young beginner whom I now have the pleasure to... This is Mr. Micawber.
That is my name.
Mr. Micawber is known to Mr. Murdstone. He takes orders for us on commission, when he can get any. He's been written to by Mr. Murdstone on the subject of your lodgings, and he'll receive you as a lodger. My address is Windsor Terrace, City Road. In short, I live there.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Under the impression that your peregrinations in this metropolis have not yet been extensive, and that you might find some difficulty in penetrating the arcana of the modern Babylon in the direction of the City Road, in short, that you might lose yourself, I shall be happy to call this evening and install you in the knowledge of the nearest way.
It's very kind of you, sir.
At what hour?
At about 8.
At about 8. I beg to wish you good day, Mr. Quinion. I will intrude no longer. My salary at Murdstone and Grimby's was 6 shillings a week. Mr. Quinion had paid me a week down, from his own pocket, I believe, and I gave Mealy 6pence out of it to get my trunk carried to Windsor Terrace that night, it being too heavy for my strength, small as I was. I paid 6pence more for dinner, which was a meat pie and a turn at the neighboring pump. At the appointed hour, Mr. Micawber called to conduct me to his home, a house in Windsor Terrace that was shabby like himself, but also, like himself, made all the show it could. And there I was duly presented to Mrs. Micawber. And this, my dear, is Master Copperfield, whom we have undertaken to install in the top floor back in the capacity of, in short, as our lodger.
We are happy to have you among us, Master Copperfield, though I never thought before I was married, when I lived with Papa and Mamma, that I should ever find it necessary to take a lodger. But Mr. Micawber being in difficulties, all considerations of private feeling must give way.
Yes, ma'am.
The difficulties, I trust, are of a merely temporary nature. Almost any time now, I'm expecting something to turn up.
This is Master Wilkins Micawber, aged 4. This is Miss Emma, aged 3. These are the twins.
as yet unweaned. And this is the help. Click it.
I'm an Orpling from St. Luke's. Pleased to meet you. My name's David Copperfield.
Well, Copperfield, Mrs. Micawber will show you to your room while I assist at the preparation of a convivial board. In short, an egg flip with our kippers.
Thank you, sir.
This way, Master Copperfield. Mr. Micawber's difficulties are almost overwhelming at present. Whether it is possible to bring him through them, I don't know. When I lived at home with Papa and Mamma, I really should have hardly understood what the word meant, in the sense in which I now employ it. But experience does it, as Papa used to say.
I'm very sorry, ma'am. I hope things will turn out for him.
Of course. If Mr. Micawber's creditors will not give him time, they must take the consequences. And the sooner they bring it to the issue, the better. Blood cannot be obtained from a stone. Neither can anything on account be obtained at present, not to mention the law expenses, from Mr. Micawber. Well, Master Copperfield, this is your room. I trust you will be comfortable.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
My room was at the top of the house, at the back. A close chamber, scantily furnished, and stenciled all over with an ornament which my young imagination represented as a blue muffin. In that room, or with the family, I passed my leisure time for the next few weeks. My own exclusive breakfast of a penny loaf and a pennyworth of milk I provided myself. I kept another small loaf and a modicum of cheese on a particular shelf of a particular cupboard to make my supper on when I came back at night. Otherwise, I was out at the warehouse all day and had to support myself on my 6 shillings all the week. Meanwhile, Mr. Micawber's difficulties showed no sign of abating.
Come on! You ain't out yet, you know, Mr. Micawber. Pay us, will you? Damn tired, you know, that's me. I wouldn't be mean if I was you. Here, pay us, will you? Just pay us, yes? Come on, we ain't got no time for swindlers and robbers, not us.
Oh, dear. I do wish they wouldn't be so importunate. You can scarcely imagine the grief and mortification I feel, Copperfield, that you should find my affairs in such an unhappy state.
I think he's gone now, Mr. Micawber.
Well, we shall see. After all, it is only time that I require of them, and all shall be put to rights. It just so happens I have every expectation of something turning up, in which case I shall meet every man's expectation, and, in short, I shall pay them.
Little did I think, Master Copperfield, when I was living with my papa.
I was making a little calculation the other night as to the expense of putting bow windows to the house. I cannot help feeling that it would be a great improvement.
Oh, no doubt it would, Micawber, but this is hardly the time for it.
Perhaps you're right, my dear. I was merely thinking of it in case anything turns out. As the coast now appears to be clear, I will take the opportunity of going about my business, I think. Goodbye, my dear. Good day to you, Copperfield.
Good day, sir.
Master Copperfield, I make no stranger of you, and therefore do not hesitate to say that Mr. Micawber's difficulties are coming to a crisis.
I'm very sorry, ma'am.
With the exception of a heel of a Dutch cheese, which is not adapted to the wants of a young family, there is really not a scrap of anything in the larder.
Oh, dear. I've 2 shillings of my money left, ma'am. If you would only...
No, my dear Master Copperfield, far be it from my thoughts. But you have a discretion beyond your ears, and can render me another kind of service if you will.
Of course, Mrs. Micawber. Anything.
I've parted with the plate myself. 6 tea, 2 salt, and a pair of sugars I borrowed money on with my own hands. But the twins are a great tie. And to me, with my recollections of Papa and Mamma, these transactions are very painful. There are still a few trifles we could part with, though Mr. Micawber's feelings would never allow him to dispose of them. Master Copperfield, if I might ask you...
Why, of course, ma'am. I pass the pawnbroker's on my way to work.
At the pawnbroker's shop, I soon began to be very well known. But Mr. Micawber's difficulties were such that no pawnbroker could take care of them for long. And at last, those difficulties came indeed to a crisis.
Micawber, is anything wrong? Who are these persons?
No, my dear, I regret to announce that the blow has fallen. I am to regard myself as temporarily in the embarrassment of a restraint, and am, in short, I'm under arrest.
Under arrest?
Painful as it must be to you, my dear, I am to be carried over to the King's Bench prison in the borough for debt. The god of day has gone down upon me. In short, my heart is broken.
This is little short of an outrage. If my poor Papa and Mamma had ever...
Yes, my dear, we must bear these things as best we may. I have no doubt at all that the restraint would be of a purely temporary nature. I told these gentlemen that I am hourly expecting something to turn up.
Let's just come to this.
My dear, we must bear our troubles philosophically. As for you, Copperfield, I must solemnly advise you to take warning by my face. I invite you to consider one thing. If a man has an income of £20 and spends £19, 19 shillings and 6pence, he will be happy. If he has an income of £20 and spends £20 aught and sixpence, he will be miserable. Nothing, Copperfield, nothing. And now, gentlemen, I am at your disposal. To the King's Bench prison.
Now we continue Theatre Royal with Sir Laurence Olivier.
On the first Sunday after Mr. Micawber was taken to the King's Bench prison, I went to have dinner there with him. Mr. Micawber was waiting for me within the gate, and we went up to his room, top story but one, and there we cried together. He again begged me to take warning from his example, after which he borrowed a shilling from me for porter, gave me a written order on Mrs. Micawber for the amount, and put away his pocket handkerchief and cheered up. We sat before a little fire with 2 bricks put within the rusted gate, one on each side, to prevent its burning too many coals. Then another debtor, who shared the room with him, came in from the bakehouse with a loin of mutton, and we all set to.
I hope you remembered to give Captain Hopkins my compliments, Copperfield, for the loan of his knife and fork.
Oh, yes, sir. He sent his compliments to you along with...
Very civil of him, I'm sure. And how are things progressing in Windsor Terrace? Mrs. Micawber is bearing up well, you say?
Very well, sir. Some of the furniture has been sold up, but we still have enough for our needs.
I'm sorry to hear about the furniture, Copperfield. Still, no doubt Mrs. Micawber knows what is best in the circumstances.
Yes, sir.
May I persuade you to a little more mutton, Copperfield? Perhaps a glass of porter would not come amiss?
Thank you, sir.
After all, we must keep in good heart. I'm prepared to meet the demands of my creditors in any way which can be confounded, and hope to be beforehand with the world again before too long.
There was something agreeable and gypsy-like in the dinner after all. I took back Captain Hopkins' knife and fork early in the afternoon and went home to comfort Mrs. Micawber with an account of my visit. She fainted when she saw me return and made a little jug of egg hot afterwards to console us while we talked it over.
You can have no idea, Master Copperfield, how all this distresses me.
I can imagine, ma'am.
Now that most of the furniture has been carried away, there really seems no point in our staying on in this house any longer. I'm seriously thinking of joining Mr. Micawber myself.
Yes, ma'am, but what...
If you will be so good as to return the key to the landlord, I can have the beds moved over to the King's Bench. And much as I dislike such a course, there seems to be no alternative.
But what about me, ma'am?
Oh, my dear Master Copperfield, I have no intention of leaving you unprovided for. I can hire you a room in the neighborhood, one for you and another for cricket.
Thank you, ma'am, I'm sure. If it weren't for me being an orphan...
At all costs, we must contrive to keep together, Master Copperfield, for we have come to regard you as very much one of the family.
I hope Mr. Micawber's difficulties can be overcome, ma'am.
Of that I have no doubt, Master Copperfield. The crisis in our affairs will pass.
And so, moving into an even smaller garret, which commanded a pleasant prospect of a timber yard, I continued my daily round at the warehouse. The only changes that I can now remember are that I grew gradually more shabby and lonely, and that the weight of Mr. and Mrs. Micawber's affairs began to press on me more lightly. Some relatives and friends had engaged to help them at their part, and they really lived more comfortably in the prison than they had lived for a long time while out of it. I still used to breakfast with them, by virtue of some arrangement that I've forgotten. I also spent each evening with them, walking up and down the parade with Mr. Micawber, or playing casino with Mrs. Micawber, and hearing reminiscences of her papa and mamma. Whether they knew where I was at Murdstone and Grimby, I'm unable to say. At least I never told them.
You will rejoice to hear, Copperfield, that my affairs have at last passed their crisis. The deed of which I've told you has ceased to be a rock ahead of us. In short, I can see my way.
You mean you're going to be released, Mr. Micawber?
My family has decided that Mr. Micawber should apply for his release under the Insolvent Debtors Act. We expect him to be set free in a few weeks' time.
Yes, and then I have no doubt I shall, please heaven, begin to be beforehand with the world and to live in a perfectly new manner. If, in short, if anything turns up.
But what has happened? When did you hear, Mr. Micawber?
I've still not heard officially, you understand. I have composed a petition to the House of Commons praying for an alteration in the law of imprisonment for debt. We have here in the prison a club, Copperfield, in which, as a gentleman, I may claim to have some authority. I have expressed my views of the petition to our fellow members, who have strongly approved of the same, and, in short, they're all going to sign it. Captain Hopkins here has the draft.
Indeed. I make so bold as to read it to Master Copperfield, sir. It's a noble document. To the people's... to the people's representatives in Parliament assembled. We, the petitioners, His Majesty's unfortunate subjects, humbly approach your honourable house in the belief that the best interests of His Majesty's realm can the more effectively be served by reconsideration of the laws by which we are...
In due time, Mr. Micawber's petition was ripe for hearing, and to our great joy, he was ordered to be discharged under the Insolvent Debtors Act. His creditors had not proved implacable, And Mrs. Micawber informed me that even the most revengeful of them, a bootmaker, had declared in open court that he bore Mr. Micawber no malice, but that when money was owing to him, he liked to be paid. He said he thought it was only human nature. Mr. Micawber returned to the King's Bench when his case had been heard, as some fees were to be settled and some formalities observed before he could actually be released. The club received him with transport and held an harmonic meeting that evening at his office. While Mr. Micawber's release was being celebrated, Mrs. Micawber and I retired for some lamb's fry in private, surrounded by her sleeping family.
On such an occasion, I will give you, Master Copperfield, in a little more flip, the memory of my papa and mamma.
Of it, yes, ma'am.
My mamma departed this life before Mr. Micawber's difficulties commenced, or at least before they became pressing. My papa lived to bail Mr. Micawber several times and then expired, regretted by a numerous circle.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but what are you and Mr. Micawber going to do now that he's out of his difficulties?
My family are of opinion that Mr. Micawber should quit London and exert his talents in the country. Mr. Micawber is a man of great talent, Master Copperfield.
I'm sure of that, ma'am.
Of great talent. My family are of opinion that, with a little interest, something might be done for a man of his ability in the custom house. The influence of my family being local, it is their wish that Mr. Micawber should go round to Plymouth. They think it is indispensable that he should be upon the spot.
That he may be ready?
Exactly. That he may be ready in the case of anything turning up.
Are you going too, ma'am?
I never will desert Mr. Micawber, Master Copperfield. Mr. Micawber may have concealed his difficulties from me in the first instance, but his sanguine temper may have led him to expect that he would overcome them. The pearl necklace and bracelets, which I inherited from Mamma, have been disposed of for less than half their value. And the set of coral, which was the wedding gift of my papa, has been actually thrown away for nothing. But I will never desert Mr. Micawber. No, I never will do it. It's no use asking me.
But, ma'am, I'm not asking you to desert him.
Mr. Micawber has his faults. I don't deny that he's improvident. I don't deny that he has kept me in the dark as to his resources and his liabilities both. But I never will desert Mr. Micawber.
Emma, my angel, whatever is the matter?
I never will desert you,
My
Mr.
life,
Micawber.
I'm perfectly aware of it. Pray calm yourself.
He's the parent of my children. He's the father of my twins. He's the husband of my affection. And I never will desert Mr. Micawber.
Mr. Micawber was so deeply affected by this proof of her devotion that he hung over her in a passionate manner, imploring her to look up and be calm. Finally, he begged me to do him the favor of taking a chair on the staircase while he got her to bed. I would have taken my leave for the night, but that he would not hear of my doing that until the stranger's bell should ring. So I sat at the staircase window until he came out and joined me.
How is Mrs. Micawber now, sir?
Very low, Copperfield, I'm afraid. Very low. Reaction. This has been a dreadful day. We stand alone now. Everything is gone from us.
But I thought you'd both be so happy about your release, Mr. Micawber.
Yes, my release. God bless you, Copperfield. God bless you. Mr. and Mrs. Micawber were so used to their old difficulties, I think, that they felt quite shipwrecked when they came to consider that at last they were released from them. But through all the confusion and lowness of spirits in which we had suddenly become involved, I plainly saw that Mr. and Mrs. Micawber and their family were going away from London and that a parting between us was near at hand. The next day, they took a lodging in the house where I lived. At the end of the week, they had made arrangements for setting out to Plymouth.
I shall never, Master Copperfield, revert to the period of Mr. Micawber's difficulties without thinking of you. Your conduct has always been of the most delicate and obliging description. You have never been a lodger. You have been a friend.
My dear, Copperfield has a heart to feel for the distresses of his fellow creatures when they are behind a cloud, and a head to plan, and a hand to, in short, a general ability to dispose of such available property as could be made away with.
I'm very sorry you're going away, sir. Truly I am.
My dear young friend, I'm older than you. A man of some experience in life, and of some experience, in short, in difficulties, generally speaking. At present, and until something turns up, which I am, I may say, hourly expecting, I have nothing to bestow but advice. Still, my advice is so far worth taking that, in short, that I've never taken it myself, and am the miserable wretch you behold.
Oh, my dear Micawber.
I say, the miserable wretch you behold. My advice is, never do tomorrow what you can do today. Procrastination is the thief of time. Collar him.
My poor papa's maxim.
My dear, your papa was very well in his way, and heaven forbid that I should disparage him. Take him for all in all. We now shall see, in short, make the acquaintance probably of anybody possessing at his time of life the same legs for gaiters, and able to read the same description of print without spectacles. But he applied that maxim to our marriage, my dear. And that was so far prematurely entered into in consequence that I never recovered the expense. Not that I'm sorry for it. Quite the contrary, my love.
I have never regretted the day, Micawber, no matter what your difficulties may have been.
My other piece of advice, Copperfield, you know. Annual income, £20. Annual expenditure, £19, 19 and sixpence. Result, happiness. Annual income, £20. Annual expenditure, £20, aught and sixpence. Result, misery. The blossom is blighted, the leaf is withered. The god of day goes down upon the dreary scene, and, in short, you're forever flawed, as I am. Your health, Copperfield.
I'll remember all you've told me, Mr. Micawber. Truly I will.
Next morning, I met the whole family at the coach office, and saw them with a desolate heart take their places outside the coach at the back.
Master Copperfield, God bless you. I never can forget all that, you know, and I never would if I could.
Thank you, ma'am. I shall never forget you either.
Copperfield, farewell. Every happiness and prosperity. If in the course of revolving years I could persuade myself that my blighted destiny had been a warning to you, I should feel that I had not occupied another man's place in existence all in vain. In case of anything turning up, of which I'm rather confident, I shall be extremely pleased if it should be in my power to advance your prospects.
Thank you, sir. You've been very kind to me.
I think, as Mrs. Micawber sat at the back of the coach with the children, and I stood in the road looking wistfully at them, a mist cleared from her eyes, and she saw what a little creature I really was. I think so, because she beckoned me to climb up with quite a new and motherly expression in her face, and put her arm round my neck, and gave me just such a kiss as she might have given to her own boy. I had barely time to get down again before the coach started. I could hardly see the family for their handkerchiefs they waved. It was gone in a minute.
God bless you, Master Copperfield.
It was gone in a minute. The Orfling and I stood looking vacantly at each other in the middle of the road, and then shook hands and said goodbye. And David Copperfield was on his own at last. This is Laurence Olivier again. This week, in our play, taken from sequences chosen from Charles Dickens' David Copperfield, our cast included Susan Richards as Mrs. Micawber, Patricia Fryer as the young David Copperfield, together with Anthony Green, Gabriel Blunt, Keith Pyatt, and Jackson Fraser. I look forward to the pleasure of your company next week, when I shall introduce another play. Until then, au revoir, and thank you.
Sir Laurence Olivier starred in today's transcribed program. The script was by Derek Patmore. The music was under the direction of Sidney Torch. Theatre Royal is an NBC presentation, produced and directed by Harry Allen Towers.
I came across Mr. Kipling in the meadow by the church. If I painted that spire once, he said, I painted it a dozen times. He offered me an apple pie. An artist needs inspiration, he explained. Golden short-crust pastry, delicious apple filling, and just the right amount of sugar sprinkled on top. But then, when it comes to the little details, Mr. Kipling does have an exceedingly good eye.
The promise of Steiner.
Now from Steiner, the authority on hair, new Pearl Foam Shampoo. Quick foaming Pearl Foam Shampoo leaves your hair with a light, fresh perfume, reveals true hidden beauty. Steiner Pearl Foam Sachets, 1 and 9 at chemists and stores everywhere.
For lovely hair that makes men stare, that's the promise of Steiner.
$31.5, $32, $33, $35, $40, and $10 is $50, and $50 is a pound. At first, when you are given change in new money, it may sound rather odd. So if you're puzzled by $31.5, $32, $33, $35, $40, and $10 is $50, and $50 is a pound, think decimal. Now there are 100 new pence in a pound. Think decimal. That way you'll find shopping simple.
Denim. Aftershave with After Effects.
The Rocket Classic Radio Network, keeping the radio memories alive thanks to the sponsorship of John Paul Pet. Pet care with a salon pedigree. Tested on humans, but pH balanced for pets. Visit johnpaulpet.com today.
Ever been riding on a varnish stick? Read what it means in Meccano magazine. Build yourself a radio-controlled powerboat. Full-size plans are free with Meccano magazine. Packed with model planes, trains and cars. Meccano magazine. Out now, 1 and 6.
You know, some marmalades get some of their tang from added flavoring. While Robertson's Golden Shred gets all of its tang from Seville oranges. What would you rather have for breakfast?
We adore her, we adore her. Doing things in a very special way. We adore her, nothing's surer. You're the one that can brighten up my day.
If you're paying this kind of money for a car, you'd want it to have a touch of style, legroom, 4 doors, and all that. And if this is what you had in mind, you don't even have to pay that kind of money for the new Skoda Super Estelle. Skoda's new Super Estelle puts the man in the street and his dog on the road.
I've been gardening in white gloves just to prove that dirt can't hide from new Tide. Tide's been intensified to bring you cleanness no other low-priced powder can beat. I'm going to hide these filthy gloves in the pockets of these cords. Too tough a test for a low-priced powder? Not for new Tide. Now for those hidden gloves. How's that for cleanness? Proof that dirt just can't hide from intensified Tide. Try it.
Keeping the radio memories alive thanks to the sponsorship of John Paul Pet. Pet care with a salon pedigree. Visit jppet.com today.
This is Monitor, and I'm Skitch Henderson here in Radio Central, and tonight we'll bring you a concert that includes some of the finest music ever written, played by the world's leading orchestras. Of course, we'll touch on other topics, too, and right now sit back and enjoy the best of Groucho. Say, Fenneman, tell us, what's tonight's secret word?
The secret word is chair, C-H-A-I-R.
Really?
You bet your life. The National Broadcasting Company presents Groucho Marx in The Best of Groucho, the comedy quiz show transcribed from Hollywood. And now, here he is, the one, the only...
Well, here I am again with a chance for each of our couples to win up to $10,000. And if any of them say the secret word, they'll win an extra $100.
And Groucho will meet our first couple in just a moment.
If you throw paper in the street, you're a litter bug. If you don't keep our beaches neat, you're a litter bug. If you throw litter from your car, a litter bug is what you are. If you throw litter anywhere, street, beach, or in the air, you're a litter bug.
I'm Bill Holden, folks, and what I have to say is aimed at me as much as you. We live in a beautiful area, and it's up to us to keep it that way. Keep it clean. Let's face it, if we're not litter bugs, there won't be any litter. So let's work together to make our roads, parks, beaches, and streets the cleanest in the world. It's up to you and me.
If you throw paper in the street, you're a litter bug. If you don't keep our beaches neat, you're a litter bug. If you throw litter from your car, a litter bug is what you are. If you throw litter anywhere, street, beach, or in the air, you're a litter bug.
Muriel Forth and Aki Aliong are waiting to talk to you, so folks, come in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome to You Bet Your Life. Say the secret word and divide an extra $100. It's a common word, something you find around the house. Aki Aliong and Muriel Forth. Muriel, I'll get the preliminaries over in a hurry so we can get down to business. Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Well, the preliminaries certainly didn't last long. Where are you from, Muriel?
Well, I was born in India. My father was in the army out in India, and then when he retired, we went to live in England, in London.
Do you find our climate a relief after all that fog and rain over there?
Yes, it's much better. Of course, my husband still comes home a little red-eyed sometimes.
He comes home red-eyed? You mean Mr. Ford stopped off for a fifth?
No, I mean for the...
Well, why is he red-eyed? What has he got to cry about? He's got a beautiful young bride?
Thank you. The smog, it bothers
Pretty
him.
blue eyes?
Thank you.
Flashing teeth? Lovely lips? That's as far as the train goes, kid. I'll get back to you shortly, Muriel. And if you weren't married, I'd get back even quicker than that. Your name is Aki Aliong?
Aki Aliong.
Aliong. What kind of a name is Aliong?
Well, Aliong is an old Chinese name.
Oh.
And Aki is a Japanese name.
Well, then you must be Korean, huh? Are you from China or Japan?
No, sir, I'm from Trinidad.
Well, east is east and west is west, and it sounds like to me like the twain certainly picked a strange place to meet. I know Trinidad is famous for calypso music, Aki, but I'm sure there must be more to it than that. What else is Trinidad noted for?
Well, sir, we've got lots of oil, asphalt, and Angostura bitters.
Oh, asphalt and Angostura bitters. That makes a pretty strong drink. I never tried asphalt and bitters. That's what I'm going to order next time when I have one for the road. Aki, I thought everyone in Trinidad put the accent on the wrong syllable. But you speak beautiful English. Where did you go to school? Oxford or Cambridge?
Brooklyn College.
And that's the way they're talking in Brooklyn now? That town sure went to pot when the Dodgers pulled out. Muriel, you say you're married?
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear that. How long you been married?
9.5 years.
9.5 years?
9.5.
9.5. You're a very young-looking girl to be married 9.5 years. You must have got married around 14, huh?
Thank you.
Well, don't thank me. I had nothing to do with it. Well, is there anything unusual about your marriage, or is it pretty standard?
Well, the one thing that's unusual, my sister is married to my husband's brother.
How'd that happen?
Well, after I've been going out with George for a while...
Who's George? Is that your husband's brother?
Yeah. No, that's my husband.
Oh.
We arranged a double date for my sister.
Why, were you sick of George?
No, but my sister went out with George's brother.
Isn't it more fun to be alone with a fella rather than have another couple tagging along?
Well, my sister was sort of going spare, and so was his brother, and I thought it would be nice to get them together.
In other words, you were a matchmaker, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, so?
So,
the four of you went out?
Yes, we went to a movie. And before...
What was the picture? Was it one of the Marx Brothers pictures?
No, it wasn't that long ago. It was,
Well, then what happened?
So before we went in, I told Frank to be very careful because my sister was very shy and a very nice girl and not to try and hold her hand in the movie or...
Why were you giving him these instructions,
Well, because my sister was a very nice girl.
Well, weren't you holding hands with George?
Oh, no, I've been going out with him 2 months. We went to see the movies then.
Oh, you didn't look at each other anymore.
No.
Well.
So anyway, I told Frank to be very careful and not to hold hands with Kath. And after we'd been in the movies a little while, George turned around to me and he said, I thought you said your sister was shy. So I said, well, she is. She said, well, look at them. And I looked up and I was horrified. They were snogging in the seat.
You say there was snoring in the seat? That must have been one of our movies, all right.
Snogging.
Oh, I thought you said snoring.
No, I said snogging.
Snogging. Well, I guess if you want to snog, there's no place like a movie theater. Now, just what is snogging?
Well, when you do it, you call it necking.
No, when I do it, I call it reminiscing. I haven't snogged since the first market crash in 29. So then what happened?
Well, then they started dating, and we had a double wedding.
I see, it's cheaper that way, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of work does your husband do, Muriel?
He's an international sales representative for Northwest Orient Airlines.
Well, that's a very impressive, imposing title. Now, where does he do his selling? Hong Kong, Singapore, Manila?
No,
Burma?
Santa Barbara and Oxnard and Bakersfield.
Oxnard and Bakersfield can be exciting, too, you know. I understand there's a lot of snogging goes on in Oxnard. I wouldn't be surprised if Oxnard turns out to be the next snog capital of the United States. Well, you're charming youngsters, and you're crazy if you don't get married. I've enjoyed talking to you. Now, let's see how much money you can make in the quiz. You have selected a dictionary quiz, huh? It's pretty educational stuff here. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions. If you miss 2 in a row, you're out. If you get 4 in a row right, you win $1,000. Remember your partners, so before you answer, discuss it. If a pentagon is a five-sided figure, what is a percher on?
A horse.
A horse is on me, that's right.
And you have 1 right.
If a sombrero is a Mexican hat, what is a vaquero? V-A-Q-U-E-R-O.
Spanish rider. It's a Spanish rider.
Well, that's close enough. Mexican cowboy.
You're halfway to $1,000 now.
If an Arab is a nomad, what is a scarab?
Oh, that's,
S-C-A-R-A-B.
An Egyptian, beetle.
Right on the nose, you hit it.
You now have 3 right, get the next one right, and you'll have your $1,000.
If a choreographer is a dance director, what is a cartographer?
That's a map maker. A map maker.
Give him the money, George.
You got 4 in a row right, you win $1,000.
Well, you won 1,000 clams. You can keep it and quit, or else you can come back later and try to double your money. You may even get a chance at $10,000. So go over there and sit down and think about it. And no matter what you decide to do, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Arrivederci.
In just a moment, our second couple will join Groucho to play You Bet Your Life.
So long. Have a nice trip.
Don't forget to phone.
When you're away from home this summer, put long distance to work for you. Most people do. Like this couple.
Smell that mountain air. I'm so glad we telephoned ahead for reservations, George, aren't you?
Sure. Sure, dear.
Oh, George, now you're not worrying about business.
Well,
Why not call the office then? Get it off your mind so you can enjoy yourself. Then I'll put in a call to the children to tell them what a wonderful...
No doubt about it. You can take all the wonder and worry out of your vacation. Relax with your mind at ease just by picking up the telephone and placing a long-distance call. Why not call now while long-distance rates are lowest? Remember, whenever, wherever you go this summer, go first by long distance.
Groucho, we have some special guests for you now. One of the truly great names of Hollywood, Mr. and Mrs. Francis X. Bushman.
Well, welcome to You Bet Your Life. Say the secret word and divide an extra $100. Say the secret word and you'll divide an extra $100. It's a common word, something you'll find around the house. Francis, I'm glad to see you, and Mrs. Bushman, it's nice to see you, too.
Thank you.
In case you don't know who this feller is, I'll tell you. He's the Elvis Presley of the 1920s. He was a combination of Rudolph Valentino and Clark Gable. He was without a doubt the biggest matinee idol in the history of Hollywood. Francis, I hardly know where to start with you. I guess the beginning is as good a place as any. Where were you from originally?
Baltimore, Maryland.
Somebody out there from North Dakota. How long ago was it when you were born in Baltimore?
I was born in 1883, so I'll be 75 in January.
How many of you people out front remember Francis X. Bushman? Well, that confirms something that I've always suspected, Francis. We are the oldest audience in television. Now, Mrs. Bushman, I know his name, but what is your front name?
Iva.
Now, Iva, you know 35 years ago, every woman in America wanted to marry this chap here. How do you feel being married to one of the country's idols?
Oh, it's wonderful. I'm still very excited about it, and I've been married a whole year.
You've been married a year?
Mm-hmm.
You kids are practically newlyweds, huh?
Just about.
How did you meet him, Iva?
Well, I moved into the house next door to him.
Did you do this deliberately? Did you know he was going to be there?
No, I didn't. That was just some of the good fortune that befell me after I was in escrow.
How many years have you been in show business, Francis?
60 years.
60 years? Well, don't get discouraged. It takes time to become a big star. 60 years. That was even before they had movies. How did you start?
Well, I started with lantern slides, and as you see, I'm ending up in television.
Just the opposite with me. Now I'm in television. Next year I'll be in lantern slides. I wonder how I'll do when Pay Lantern Slides comes in. Now, Francis, you were the biggest star in Hollywood. How many pictures did you star in?
Between 300 and 400. There was no way of determining.
I think in the Marx Brothers, in our entire career, I think we did 18 pictures, and you did 400. Huh? That was before taxes took it all away, wasn't it? Huh?
Yes.
You must be worth millions, are you, Francis?
Well, the Treasury Department at one time stated that I had made $6 million in 5 years. But
that's what they said, huh? What did you say?
Well, I said that I spent it, no doubt, in 4.5 years.
Now, how about the women of the country? Didn't you get a lot of marriage proposals in those days?
Well, I hate to confess.
Fan mail?
You won't think me immodest if I tell you this.
I may, but tell it anyhow.
You see, I was a symbol. They were in love with the symbol, I believe, and I, at one period, received 17,000 proposals.
I got 300 once, but to get out of the country, mine was. You know, I've gone almost through the same thing. All my life, women have been throwing themselves at my feet. And after they tackle me, they usually hold me for the police. Well, don't you miss all this hoopla, Francis? All the big mansions and fancy cars and the fan mail and everything?
Well, the play isn't over yet.
No, it certainly isn't. Not the way you look.
No,
I think you're still in the first act.
Well, they still recognize me and want my autograph and all that sort of thing. As a matter of fact, I live for today, and I'm looking forward to the future.
Well, that's a very sensible philosophy, Francis. I, on the other hand, am looking forward to tomorrow. Because tomorrow I make my last payment on my garbage disposal. It's been quite a grind, but that's all down the drain. Well, now, let's get on with the Bushman at hand, shall we? And you have selected as your category cities and small towns of the United States. So all those one-nighters you played, I'll bet you're pretty good at this, huh? I'll give you 4 cities or towns in a particular state, and you identify the state. Shake hands with a real actor,
yes.
George.
How do you do, George?
This is Mr. Fenneman.
Mr. Fenneman.
Who's being discharged as soon as the performance is over. Now, if you miss 2 in a row, you're out. If you get 4 in a row right, you win $1,000. Remember, despite the fact that you're married, you're partners in this thing, so you discuss each one before you answer. Clear? All right, and what state are these places? Paragould, Pine Bluff, Texarkana, and Hot Springs.
Moore says Arkansas.
Moore is absolutely right. Arkansas is right, yeah.
You have one right.
Soda Springs, Gooding, Moscow, and Pocatello. What's the state?
Idaho.
That's right.
You have two right.
Tallulah, Baton Rouge, St. Bernard, and Crowley. What's the state?
Louisiana.
Louisiana is right.
If you get the next one right, you'll have $1,000.
Tombstone, Welton, Winslow, and Claypool.
Winslow, Arizona. Arizona.
You need to go no further, Mr. Bushman. You won $1,000.
I think I played all those sounds.
Yes, I have too. Now I can't go back, but you can. Now you won $1,000. You can keep it and quit, or else you can come back later and try to double your money. You may even get a chance at $10,000. So go over and sit down and think about it. And if we don't see you later, thanks for being on the show. It was nice seeing you, Francis.
We'll find out if any of our contestants will try for $10,000 in just a moment.
A man with a crystal ball. That's what fellow newsmen and laymen alike have called NBC's Alex Dreyer. During the dark days of World War II, Alex Dreyer called the turn of events on the fall of France, on the Nazi march into Russia, the Allied invasion of North Africa. He predicted to within 4 days the date of Germany's surrender. On the American political scene, his record has been equally impressive. How does he do it? Well, Alex Dreyer is a man on the go, searching out the source of news, getting the stories direct from the people who shape the course of events. Alex Dreyer, cited for distinguished service to American journalism, is typical of the top NBC newsmen who broadcast News on the Hour. This is Chet Huntley inviting you to be with us as the news breaks on News on the Hour, all day, every day, over most of these same NBC stations.
George, we're ready to see who wants to get a crack at all the money.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Francis X. Bushman have decided to keep the money they won so far and not try for the big question. I believe our other couple is ready to come back and take a chance. Muriel Forth and Aki Aliong, come back.
Well, you won $1,000 so far. If you decide to try for the 10 and you fail, you wind up with a total of $500. What are you going to do?
We're going to try.
You are going for the big money. Now get together and pick a number from 1 to 10, and then spin the wheel. If any number besides the one you pick comes up, the question is worth $2,000. Your number comes up, the question is worth 10. What number do you want?
4.
Give it a turn. Number was 4 and it came on 7, so this question is worth $2,000. The Mormon Church was founded at Fayette, New York, Fayette, New York, in 1830. For $2,000, who was the founder of the Mormon Church? Talk it over.
Well, I don't think we know, but we can take a guess at it. I think Smith. John Smith.
Last name is right. I think you ought to give it to him. It's Joseph Smith, but that's... Well, you want $2,000. What are you going to do with the money?
I'm going to buy a house and tell my mother about the baby I'm going to have. I don't know yet.
How do you know that? And what are you going to do with yours? You going to have a baby, too?
No, sir. I'd like to bring my brothers and sisters from Trinidad and have them re-educated and grow up in the United States, sir.
Well, Aki, if they're anything like you, they'll be welcome additions to our country.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, and thanks for being with us. You bet your life.
Thank you so much.
The Best of Groucho is transcribed in Hollywood, produced by John Goodell, directed by Robert Dwan and Bernie Smith, music by Jack Meakin. This is George Fenneman reminding you to tune in again next week, same time, same station, to hear the one, the only Groucho. And see The Best of Groucho on NBC TV every Thursday night. The Best of Groucho is heard by our armed forces around the world.
Melanie Kahane and Ben Grauer broadcast Decorating Wavelengths, the program designed to help you design a more beautiful home, tonight on most of these NBC stations.
We adore her, doing things in her very special way. We adore her, nothing surer. You're the one that can brighten up our day.
Yes, it's for you. It's your dinner. It's called Cupboard Love. Cupboard Love's different. Comes in a packet, not a tin. See this foil pouch? Keeps it moist and squeezy. That's right. It's a new kind of cat food. Moist. It's good for you. Like it?
New Cupboard Love. What the well-cared-for cat has for dinner.
Lemsip is a complete cold treatment. It's made to help lift headache and feverishness, clear your stuffy nose, soothe your tickly throat, and bring you warmth and comfort. Lemsip, a complete cold treatment.
The great guitar sound of today is Gibson. Gibson is used by more top groups and players than any other guitar. Every Gibson is the finest guitar of its style. Try a Gibson at your Selma dealers. The great guitar sound of today is Gibson. Gibson is used by more top groups and players than any other guitar. Every Gibson is the finest guitar of its style. Try a Gibson at your Selma dealers.
This is the 1940s radio channel from the Rocket Classic Radio Network.
The Harold Perry Show. And now, Harold Perry as Honest Harold, the homemaker. Well, there's a lot of hustle and bustle in the Honest Harold household this morning. This is the day Harold's young cousin Raymond from Chicago is arriving for a visit. Right now, Harold and his mother are busily straightening up the living room, assisted by their friend Dr. Yancey, the veterinarian.
I think the sofa looks better over here. It'll hide that spot on the rug, Mother.
It looks fine, Harold.
Harold, why don't you move this Morris chair back against the wall?
I will, Doc, if you'll get out of it.
Oh, all right.
It's going to be wonderful having Cousin Raymond here. And it was awfully nice of you to give up your bedroom, Harold.
Oh, that's all right, Mother. Raymond will only be here for a week or two, just for his vacation. We want to do everything we can to make him comfortable.
I hope you won't be uncomfortable sleeping on the sofa.
Well, Harold can wear his heavy PJs so the horsehairs won't give him nightmares.
Oh, brother.
When did you see the boy last, Mother Ham?
Oh, it's nearly 10 years now. He was such a sweet little boy. Such a young gentleman.
Yeah, well, don't forget he's not a boy anymore, Mother. He's been out of college 3 years.
What did he do?
Oh, he's a real go-getter, Doc. The day after that boy graduated from college, he got a job in one of those big advertising agencies in Chicago. I imagine he's a big executive by now.
Yeah, probably wears a belt and suspenders at the same time.
Say, that must be Raymond, Mother.
Uh-oh, I'm going out the back way. Meeting my own relatives is bad enough. Our reservoir.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear, you go to the door, Harold. I want to get out of this apron.
Yeah, all right, Mother. Feel a little nervous. Meeting a big Chicago executive. Maybe I ought to put on my Homburg hat. Say, there's a taxi in front. Cousin Raymond certainly does things in style. Well, Cousin Raymond.
Well, Cousin Harold, fancy meeting you here.
Huh? I live here. Oh, a joke. Hey, won't you come in?
Oh, thanks. Oh, there's one little detail. Have you got $2 handy?
$2?
For the taxi.
Oh, yes, yeah. Here.
Thanks. Oh, you got another $1?
Another $1?
Yeah, I'm a heavy tipper.
Oh.
Thanks. Be right back.
That's funny. He didn't have $3. Well, he's probably got his money all tied up in traveler's checks.
Well, it's sure nice to be here, Cuz.
Cuz? Oh, well, we're sure glad to have you here, Raymond. Here, let me take one of your suitcases.
Oh, okay. It might be easier for you to carry both of them.
Huh?
One will balance the other.
Oh, well, never thought of that. Heavy. Must have his traveler's checks in him. Mother will be right in, Raymond. She's primping up a little bit. Sit down. Take the Morris chair.
Oh, no, thanks, Cuz. I'll just stretch out here on the sofa. Conserve my energy.
Guess all big executives do that.
There. Oh, Cuz, would you mind putting that pillow under my head?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Thanks. That's fine.
He's really conserving his energy. Well, tell me, Cousin Raymond, how are things in the ad game?
The what?
Oh, you know that big advertising company you work for in Chicago.
Oh, I haven't worked for them for 3 years.
But I thought you started there 3 years ago.
That's right. I only worked there 1 day.
1 day?
Yeah, the boss wouldn't give me the afternoon off, so I quit.
Well, I see. Cousin Raymond, what have you been doing these last 3 years?
Loafing.
Loafing? But you said in your letter that you were coming here for a vacation.
Yeah, I needed a change. I got tired of loafing in Chicago.
You did, eh? But Raymond, you want to make a living, don't you?
Not as long as I can live off of somebody else.
Wonder who he means.
Well, if it isn't little Cousin Raymond.
Oh, hello, Aunt Emily.
Gee, he got up.
Oh, you must be tired after your trip. Why don't you lie down again?
All righty.
He did.
Aunt Emily, let me look at you.
What?
Why, it's remarkable. I haven't seen you for 10 years, and you're still as attractive as ever.
Oh, dear.
Oh, brother. What an operator.
Well, Raymond, so this is my hard-working young nephew.
Yeah, that's what she thinks.
It's so nice having you here. I'm sorry you can only stay for 2 weeks.
Mother.
Why, we wish you could stay a year.
But, Mother, Raymond can't stay too long. He only brought 2 suitcases. Who's that?
Oh, that must be the man with my trunk.
Your trunk?
Yeah, I thought I'd bring it just in case you wanted me to stay longer.
Oop.
Oh, I'm so glad, Raymond.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, I'll see about my trunk and, Cuz, you got another $3.
Of course he has.
You better make it 4. You know I'm a heavy tipper.
Heavy tipper. Oh, yeah. Here. Hope you won't mind those old dusty bills.
Thanks, Cuz.
Oh, Harold, isn't it wonderful? Raymond is going to be with us for a long, long time.
Yeah. Mother, I'm home.
Why, Harold, it's only 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I've got some work to do. You know, I'm chairman of the Safer Driving Committee. I have a report to get out for tonight's meeting.
Oh, well, you can work in the living room. It'll be nice and quiet
Thanks,
in there.
Mother. What's Cousin Raymond been doing?
Well, he's been lying down on the sofa all morning.
Oh? Where is he now?
He's lying down in your room.
Oh, my goodness. Is that all he's been doing all day, lying down?
Oh, no. No, he got up for lunch.
I bet he did. Mother, Raymond is the laziest fellow I've ever known.
Now, Harold, maybe he just hasn't found himself yet.
All he has to do is look on the nearest sofa. Well, better get my report started. Little Gloria's coming over from the radio station to type it up for me.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, better get on with my report. Let's see. I'll start at something like this. Ladies and gentlemen of the Safer Driving Committee, as your... Oh, my goodness, what's that? Mother!
Yes, Harold.
What's that noise?
Oh, that's Raymond practicing on his saxophone.
Oh, my goodness.
He says he's planning to have his own orchestra someday.
What an orchestra that'll be. Reclining Raymond and his Sleepy Six. Where was I? Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we must all... Oh, that did it. I'm going to have a talk with that boy.
Come in.
Look at him on the bed. He even plays the saxophone lying down.
Hiya, cuz.
Cuz, I mean Raymond, I want to talk to you.
Okay, shoot.
Don't tempt me. Raymond, I'm a little older than you are, and I think I know a little more about life.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tell you the story of the grasshopper and the ant. Once upon a time, there was a very lazy grasshopper who slept all day. Well, the hard-working ant... Raymond, will you please open your eyes?
Huh? Oh, sure.
Thank you. Now, you've been out of college 3 years, and you've worked 1 day. I mean, half a day. And, Raymond, you can't go through life without working.
Why?
Why? Well, think of all the things you miss when you don't work. The thrill of a job well done. The respect of your fellow man. Then there's the question of women.
Women?
He sat up.
You know some women?
Raymond, lie down. I was about to say, someday you'll want to settle down. Get married. But you have to be in a position to support a wife first.
Uh-huh.
Now, just suppose you met some beautiful young girl, Raymond, tonight. Why, you wouldn't know what to do.
That's what you think. Huh? Just lead me to her, cuz.
Raymond, that'll do. Oh, my goodness. The point I'm trying to make is women respect men who are ambitious, my boy. For instance, there's a young lady coming over here in a little while who, well, who thinks quite a bit of me. And you know why? Because I'm industrious, serious-minded. Why, she wouldn't look twice at a man who's frivolous. There she is now. Now, just think over what I said, young man. And remember, to get any place in this world, you've got to be ambitious, alert, wide awake.
Okay, cuz.
Oh, my goodness. What a boy. He's like those new cars, completely shiftless.
Hello, Harold. Here's little old Gloria right on the dock.
Hello, Gloria. Come on in.
Oh, okay.
Certainly nice of you to come over and help me with my report on your afternoon off.
Oh, you know that I'm always glad to help you, Harold. And I think it's just wonderful that you've been made chairman of the safety campaign committee.
It wasn't much, Gloria. Guess they just thought I was the best man for the job.
You always say the cutest things, Harold. And a girl just has to admire a man like you, hard-working, public-spirited.
That's just what I was trying to tell somebody. Well, shall we get started on the report?
All right. What's that?
That's my cousin Raymond from Chicago. Just a callow youth, Gloria. You wouldn't be interested in him.
Oh?
Oop, here he comes.
Hiya, cuz.
Hello, Raymond.
Hey, who's the babe?
Yep. This happens to be Miss Gloria O'Day, who's employed at our radio station. And she doesn't care to be called babe.
Oh, I think it's cute.
What?
Hi, Raymond.
Hiya, babe.
Oop. Now, look here, babe. I mean, Gloria. Let's get down to work, shall we?
Yeah, go right ahead. You won't bother me. I'll just lay right here on the sofa.
I hope the horsehair tickles him silly. All right, Gloria. Take a letter. That is, take a report.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Safer Driving Committee, as your chairman, I am proud to report...
Say, cuz.
What is it?
You didn't tell me you had such beautiful girls in Melrose Springs. Why, Gloria's the cutest babe I've seen in a long time.
Why, thank you, Raymond.
Gloria, where did we leave off?
As your chairman, I am proud to report that I'm the cutest baby seen in a long time.
Gloria?
Raymond, you don't really mean that. Why, I bet the girls in Chicago are a lot cuter than I am.
I bet they're not.
I bet they are.
I bet they're not.
I bet they are.
I bet they're not.
Cut that out!
Well, I guess I'll go out and look your little burg over.
It's a good idea. Take that saxophone with you. Goodbye, Raymond.
It's too bad you can't go with me, Gloria. We could have a lot of fun. We could get a soda, go to the movies.
Raymond, you're just wasting your time. Gloria's not interested in having a good time when she has work to do. Of course, Gloria, if I thought you were the kind of girl who wanted to fritter away the afternoon with Raymond, I'd be the first to say, go ahead. I'd even let you use my Essex. Why, you could joyride with Raymond all afternoon.
Oh, thank you, Harold. Oh, come on, let's go, Raymond.
That's sure nice of you, cuz. The car keys, please.
The car keys? Oh, sure. And maybe you'd like me to give you $4 for gasoline.
You better make it 5.
I know you're a heavy tipper.
Well, so long, cuz, and don't forget the story of the grasshopper and the ant.
Grasshopper and the ant. I think I'll find a good, hard-working ant and punch him right in his antenna.
We will return for the second act of our story, Honest Harold, in just a moment. Tonight on CBS, Dick Powell joins Bing Crosby for some singing. So for a half hour of grand hilarity and wonderful songs, don't miss Dick Powell's visit to the Bing Crosby Show later tonight. The Bing Crosby Show is heard every Wednesday on most of these same CBS stations. And now, back to Honest Harold, the homemaker. Well, we find Honest Harold a little upset this afternoon. He has a new problem. His lazy young cousin, Raymond, who has moved in for a long stay.
That's what he thinks.
So far, Harold's attempts to change Raymond from a carefree grasshopper into a hard-working ant have been completely unsuccessful.
I got 15 more minutes.
Right now, our frustrated reformer is on his way to seek advice from his friend, Doc Yancey, the veterinarian.
I don't know what's going to happen to that Raymond. He can't just go through life without working. I don't think. He's a real problem, all right. Maybe old Doc Yak Yak will have an idea.
Yeah, come in.
Hello, Doc.
Oh, close that door quick, Harold.
What?
Close the door. There's a draft.
Okay.
I'm giving this Pekingese a bath. I don't want the dear little thing to catch cold. She's a princess, you know.
Princess?
You warm enough, Princess Lotus Blossom? Gesundheit, Your Highness.
Oh, my Gesundheit. Doc, I want to talk to you.
Don't shout, Harold. You're in the presence of royalty.
Royalty? What am I supposed to do, bow?
Oh. Did Dog get that nasty old soap in your eyes? Well, he's sorry.
Oh, brother.
Doc? We're all through, Princess. Now, come on, slip into your little bathrobe. That's it.
Bathrobe. And it's got a royal crest on it.
Now, put you there by the heater. Now, Harold, what can I do for you?
Well, I've forgotten now.
Oh, how's your cousin?
That's it. I'm having a little trouble with him, Doc.
What seems to be wrong with that young advertising genius?
Genius? You know how long he lasted on that job, Doc? One day. He hasn't worked for 3 years. He just wants to loaf his life away.
Hey, that's bad, all right. Somebody's got to work in this world. We can't all be politicians.
Doc, I'm worried about the boy, really. I tried to talk to him, but it didn't do any good.
Well, it seems to me, Harold, what this young fella needs is a horrible example.
What do you mean?
Well, if we could just show him somebody who loafed his life away and came to a bad end, that might throw a scare into him.
Hey, that sounds good, Doc. What horrible example do we know?
Well, remember Droopy Johnson?
Uh-huh.
Slipping class all through high school? They had to wake him up to give him his diploma? What became of him?
He's vice president of a bank in Cleveland.
Couldn't use him, could
Yeah, no.
Harold, I got an idea.
You have?
Suppose we get someone to impersonate a human wreck. You know, the tail end of a misspent life.
Well, then who could we get?
Well, it'd take a great actor, Harold. Someone with the combined talents of Spencer Tracy and, Sonny Tufts.
Doc, where are we going to find a talented actor in Melrose Spring? Doc, you don't mean...
Yeah?
Oh, no.
I never told you this, Harold, but I took the lead in the senior class play in veterinary college.
Thank you very much, Doc.
Now, wait a minute. I played a part just like this. You see, I was a young English lord who became a wastrel, you know. And in the third act, I was just a broken shell of a man reduced to begging on the streets of London.
Doc, please.
I'll never forget my big scene. It was wonderful. I shambled up to a well-dressed man and I said, "Hi, say, Governor, could you spare a tuppence or a threepence for a bloke who's down on his luck?"
Doc?
"Yes, sir, Governor. I've had me hoops and downs and hoops and downs."
Doc, wait a minute.
I see that sneer on your face, Governor. I know what you're thinking, but it's all right.
No.
I was once a gent like you. But look at me now. I'm just a bit of flotsam and jetsam, reduced to cadging for a spot of tea and a dab of marmalade to keep body and soul together. I'm hungry, Governor. I'm hungry.
Okay, Doc. Here's a quarter. Get yourself a nut burger. Goodbye. Doc was certainly a big help. I say, Governor, could you spare a tuppence? I've seen better acting than that on television. Well, maybe I'm just worrying too much about Cousin Raymond.
Hemp?
Uh-oh, Prissy Pants Peabody. I suppose he'll be worse than ever now that he got elected mayor.
Hemp, I want to talk to you.
Yeah, all right, Stanley.
I prefer to be called by my official title, Mayor Peabody.
Oh, brother.
In case you've forgotten, I defeated you in the recent election.
I hate him.
Hemp, I understand the last mayor was foolish enough to appoint you chairman of the Safer Driving Committee.
Yes, he was. Yes, he did.
You're a fine chairman.
Well, thank you.
I don't mean that. An hour ago, I saw your car hurtling down Main Street 45 miles an hour in a 15-mile zone.
An hour ago? Oh, I wasn't driving the car.
Oh, I suppose your car was being driven by a robot.
No, a Raymond.
What?
They don't make them anymore. Just skip it.
You were driving that car, Hemp. Now, don't try to crawl out of it.
Stanley, did you ever try to crawl out of an Essex? Besides, I wasn't in it. Now, listen to me, Stanley.
Not Stanley. You know what to call me.
Brother, I sure do.
And if I see you speeding just once more, there'll be a new chairman of the Safety Driving Committee. But acting as though you weren't driving the car.
But your mayorship.
Hemp, you'll have to get up pretty early in the morning to make a fool of me.
All right, I'll set the alarm. When is that boy going to bring my car home? It's 8 o'clock.
Why, Harold, shouldn't you be leaving for your safety committee meeting?
I intend to leave, Mother, as soon as Raymond brings back the Essex. Wait till I get my hands on him.
No, Harold, you mustn't be too hard on Raymond. He may be a little young and mixed up, but I have the feeling that boy is going far.
Well, he doesn't have to go in my Essex. There's no use waiting for Raymond any longer, Mother. I'm late now. I'll walk to the meeting.
All right.
Kind of cold out tonight, though. I think I'll wear my overcoat.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Harold. Raymond dropped by this afternoon and borrowed it.
Borrowed my overcoat? Oh, my goodness. It's a wonder he didn't take my muffler, too.
He did.
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, Harold, and good luck on your report.
Thank you. That Raymond has certainly got his nerve. Speeding around town all day, joyriding with Gloria. Now I'm going to be late for my meeting.
Hey, you want a lift, Buster?
Raymond!
Take you someplace, cuz?
Well, you can drive me to my committee meeting if it isn't too much trouble.
Oh, no trouble at all. Hop in, cuz.
Thank you.
Where to, Jack?
What happened to Cuz? I want to go to the city hall and drive slowly.
Oh, sure. How's this?
You've been very inconsiderate, young fella. I don't suppose it occurred to you that I might want to use my own car.
Oh, sorry, cuz. I didn't realize it was so late. We've been over to Gloria's house listening to records.
Yeah, they must have been the long playing kind. You might be interested to know, Raymond, that because of your thoughtfulness, I'm going to be late for my meeting tonight.
You're going to be late? Well, why didn't you say so?
What?
Here, I'll just have you there in a jiffy.
Raymond, you're speeding. Raymond, slow down.
We're only doing 50, cuz.
But that's dangerous. It says so right here in my report. Ooh, look out for that corner.
Hang on, cuz. Well, we made it on 2 wheels.
I thought we left the ground. Raymond, you'll get arrested for this. They'll take away your driver's license.
They can't do that. I haven't got one.
Young man, you stop this car immediately. Do you hear me? Or I'll send you back to Chicago.
Okay, cuz.
That was a foolhardy thing to do, Raymond. I'm at the end of my patience with you. Now, you get out from behind that wheel. I'll drive myself.
Okay.
Going 50 miles an hour on Heliotrope Drive. You're just lucky the police didn't see us speeding that way.
I got news for you, cuz. They did.
Huh?
And here they come now. I'll see you later.
Raymond, you come back here. Oh, brother, it's Pete the marshal.
Well, going to a fire, Harold? Oh, hello, Pete. You gave me quite a chase, boy.
Pete, look. I can explain all this.
That's what they all say.
Pete, you know me. I'm against speeding. My cousin was driving.
Oh, your cousin was driving, huh? Well, I gotta hand it to you, Harold. I never heard that alibi before.
But, Pete...
You know, usually the fella says he's rushing to the hospital because his wife is having a baby. Yeah, my goodness, if that baby story was true every time I heard it, the population of this town would be tripled by now.
But, Pete, really, this is the truth.
Then there was a fella I picked up who went through a stop sign one time. Had 2 ladies crowded in the front seat with him. Said the reason he didn't stop was because he was too modest to reach over and shift the gear.
Oh.
Ain't that a doozy? Yeah, of course, they can't use that one anymore. The gear shift is obsolete in most
Pete,
cars.
you've got to believe me. My young cousin was driving this car.
Where is he now, boy? Hiding in the glove compartment?
Yes.
Your cousin was driving the car, huh? Well, I declare, Harold, I'm afraid I'll have to make out a speeding ticket.
You're certainly happy about it.
Yes. Let me see your driver's license.
Driver's license. Let's see here. Got it right in my... put it in my overcoat yesterday. And Raymond's got my overcoat.
Who is Raymond, boy?
My cousin.
Oh, the fella in the glove compartment.
Oh, what's the use? I just hope reclining Raymond is home. Got a few things to say to little old cuz. Felt like a fool at that meeting tonight, making a report on safe driving with a speeding ticket in my pocket. Well, Raymond has taken advantage of me for the last time. I'm going to request that he return to Chicago. My mind is made up. I'll go in his room and have it out with him right now.
Come in.
Raymond?
Hello.
Raymond, I'm a patient man, but I could be pushed too far. And after what you've done tonight, I think it would be much better for all of us if you... Why have you got that suitcase on your bed?
I've been packing.
Packing?
Yeah, I'm going back to Chicago. There's a train tonight.
Oh. Well, it's kind of late, Raymond. Why don't you wait and leave tomorrow?
No, I think I better leave now. I've been nothing but trouble to you.
Well...
You've been very patient with me, Harold, but I'm really not worth it. I'm everything you said. I'm lazy, irresponsible. I guess I'll be a failure all my life.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, Raymond. You're young yet.
I don't know what's the matter with me. I've been sitting here trying to figure it out. I guess the reason I act the way I do is because, well, maybe I'm a little scared of life.
Well, Raymond, I guess all of us are a little scared of life at times.
Oh, I wanted to tell you before I leave, Cousin Harold. I went to see the marshal. I told him I was driving your car.
You did?
Yeah, and I told him I'd pay the fine out of my own pocket. I'm going to send him $2 a week.
Well, that shows you do have a sense of responsibility, Raymond, and I'm proud of you.
Well, thanks. Goodbye, Harold.
Raymond.
Yes?
Why don't you stay?
Do you really want me to?
Sure.
Oh, thanks. You're a swell guy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if I'm going to stay, I'd better make the first payment on my fine tomorrow.
Oh, that's good, Raymond.
Can you let me have $2, cuz?
Raymond? Oh, well, what the heck. Here's the $2. Wait a minute. I'll make it 3. I'm a heavy tipper, too.
You have just heard the Harold Perry Show, Honest Harold, who returns in just a moment with an important announcement. The supporting players tonight included Jane Morgan, Gil Stratton Jr., Ken Peters, and Parley Bayer, and featured Gloria Holliday as Gloria and Joseph Kearns as Old Doc Yak Yak. Norman MacDonald directed, and the music was composed and conducted by Jack Meakin. Honest Harold, created by Harold Perry, was written by Gene Stone, Jack Robinson, and Bill Danch. Now back to Harold Perry.
Well, Bob, I just wanted to say that the Honest Harold Laugh Contest is over, and the National Laugh Champion will be announced next week. 170 cities throughout the country sent in their entries, and the judges are now deciding the winner. The lucky lady will be flown to Hollywood via TWA for a week's vacation, and she'll appear with us on the Harold Perry Show while she's here. So I'll see you next week, folks. Good night.
Now stay tuned for the Bing Crosby Show, which follows immediately over most of these same CBS stations. Bob Lamont speaking. This is CBS, where you thrill to suspense on Thursday nights. The Columbia Broadcasting System.
Is that proper farmhouse cheddar?
No, I don't think so.
What about that?
No. It's quite nice, though.
Is it? Do you think I might try a piece? I'll have 2 ounces, please.
Jacob's, the cream of cream crackers.
The Rocket Classic Radio Network, keeping the radio memories alive thanks to the sponsorship of John Paul Pet. Pet care with a salon pedigree. Tested on humans, but pH balanced for pets. Visit johnpaulpet.com today.
Now hear this. Now hear this.
The National Broadcasting Company, in cooperation with the United States Navy Recruiting Service, presents Now Hear This, dramatic stories based on the personal experiences of those gallant men and women who embody the great traditions of a great service, the United States Navy.
Now hear this. All Marines prepare to disembark in full battle gear.
The highest honor a guy can get is a little trinket known as the Congressional Medal of Honor. Now, these particular medals aren't passed out like confetti. They aren't won in a crap game or by catching 4 aces. A couple of weeks ago, a 24-year-old kid got his picture in the paper shaking hands with the President of the United States. He'd been through a battle. And after an action which was over and above the call of duty, at the risk of his life, he secured a position on a small hill in a small country called Korea. This 24-year-old guy is Lieutenant Henry Comiskey of the Marine Corps. Now, in the Navy, a Marine is sometimes referred to as a seagoing bellhop or a chocolate sailor. But he's always respected. Respected because of guys like Lieutenant Henry Comiskey. How different is a guy who wins a Congressional Medal of Honor? What makes them tick? Well, I can't exactly say. You'll have to make up your own mind. But to give you an even chance, I'll start you back a few years, say, to July of 1946, to the living room of a comfortable house in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Anybody seen Henry?
Out of the backyard.
I did.
Living room?
If you see him first, Dad, tell him I want to see him.
Okay.
Hank?
On the couch, honey.
You must be getting deaf. Didn't you hear me call you?
Mom used to use that tone of voice when I ducked out of drying dishes.
You've been acting like a kid these past few days.
Me?
Uh-huh. For instance, on Wednesday, you brought me some perfume.
Well, you said you wanted some.
On Monday, you brought me some flowers.
Well, a kid was selling them. I thought you'd like them.
I did, honey, only...
Then what's the beef?
No beef. I just feel like I've had it.
You're talking like a Marine, Jessie.
I'm your wife, Hank, remember? When you've got something on your mind, you're supposed to tell me.
Oh, honestly, honey.
You're moody, restless, a million miles away.
I'm sorry.
It's been 2 months since you left the Marine Corps.
I know.
Your father has a friend on the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railway. He said he could get you a good job.
Jess, I've been thinking...
Good money. We could move out west. The climate's wonderful. It's perfect for raising a family.
Is that what you want, Jess?
I want what you want.
You sure?
I'm trying to be sure.
Jess, for 3 days I've been trying to find a way to say this. For 3 days I've been waiting for the right time. I want to sign up again, Jess.
Didn't you get enough last time? You did your part, Hank. 21 months overseas. Your kid brother plays with the Purple Heart you wanted Iwo Jima.
Jess, I belong. I'm happy.
I'd rather someone else's husband was a hero. I'd like mine to be home for dinner.
Well, there's no war on, but if there was, I'd go back. You know that.
I know.
Honestly, honey, I'm not trying to prove anything. I don't know what kind of a mess the world is getting itself into. I just want to re-enlist.
Have you... did you?
No. Not until I made sure it was okay with you. Only I've thought a lot about it, Jess. It's what I want. But you've got to agree. First time I joined, I was 17. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm 19, I'm married, and I love my wife. And I don't want her to be unhappy.
I think I know. It's all right with me, Hank. Just as long as it's what you want.
I'll get Dad's car and we'll go out for the evening. Really paint the town red.
I'll wear my new dress.
All right, you hurry it up. I'm going to tell Dad I'm using the car.
Hank?
What?
Nothing. Nothing. You just forgot to ask me if I'd worry.
Well, find anything different about Corporal Comiskey? Joined the Marine Corps when he was a kid, got married when he was a kid, even though he didn't think so. You know, it's a little tough to remember you ever were a kid after 21 months overseas in the Purple Heart at Iwo Jima. Anyway, he signed up for another hitch and spent the next 3 years at Paris Island as a drill instructor. A drill instructor? Well, he's the guy who takes a civilian and makes a Marine out of him. Now, to Comiskey, the Marine Corps was a career, and a few stripes on his arm wasn't enough. So he applied for Officers' Training School. Officers' Training School? Well, that's where they take Marines and try to make Supermen out of them.
Raining, Hank. Third night in a row. Make it nice and sloppy for maneuvers tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
Surprised they haven't got us walking through it now.
Some instructor thinking.
Hey, can the chatter, Comiskey.
Knock it off, Jersey. You can sleep later. We got important things to discuss.
Oh, he's right, Chris. Let's grab some shut-eye.
You tired?
Oh, I was tired 3 weeks ago. Now I'm dead.
Imagine going through all this and not getting a commission.
You'll get your bars.
I could only remember why I wanted to be an officer. I could only remember why I'm doing this to myself.
What, fellas? You gonna shoot the breeze all night? Do you object because they're giving us a few hours to sleep?
Why did you decide to become an officer, Jersey?
I don't know.
Must have had some reason.
Yeah, I guess so.
My old man was a Marine officer.
How about you, Hank?
I got a wife and a kid. You'd be surprised how much a small kid can eat. Besides, my wife likes the idea. You know women. There must be an easier way to earn a buck. So help me. Someday I'm going to outrank that lieutenant. If I have to win a war all by myself, I'm going to outrank him. And then, oh, brother. I knew a shaved tail like that once. On Iwo Jima.
What's the guy got against his future brother officers?
Well, if that guy's going to be a future brother or anything of mine, I'm going to quit right now. He won't be happy until he busts me right back to corporal. This guy on Iwo, he was a stickler for the rules. Everything had to be just right. Turned out to be a regular Joe. Saw a lot of combat. Won a couple of medals. What's the point? No point. We're just talking. Well, I'm going to hit the sack. It's because some guy wins a couple of medals I got to like this, Lieutenant? Doesn't figure. Always complaining, that Lieutenant. Always complaining.
No matter what we do, he thinks it isn't good enough.
Let's knock it off, Chris. I'm beat, huh?
Okay. Oh, the minute I get those bars, I'm just going to fall to the floor and sleep the sleep of a second lieutenant.
Hey, Hank. Yeah? This officer, the one who turned into a nice guy. What happened to him? He saved 3 guys. They gave him another medal. Good for him. Where's he now? On Iwo Jima. He was killed there.
The brand-new lieutenant got himself a sweet berth at Quantico. But when the almost war in Korea got hot, the brand-new lieutenant requested a new assignment. He tossed a duffel bag aboard a troop transport and headed across the Pacific. Wasn't a new experience. He'd been there before. Stopped off at Pearl, then back aboard for a couple of thousand more miles. Past islands that had made the headlines 5 years earlier. And then, in full battle gear, stood at the railing of a transport, as he'd stood at a railing before, and waited with the same tightness he'd felt before.
It's a nice day, huh, Chris?
Yeah.
It's going to be a big show.
Yeah?
I hear it gets cold in this country. I never could get used to fighting in the cold.
Yeah, the Navy's opening up.
Let them keep tossing shells.
Join the view, Lieutenant.
Oh, hiya, Boats.
Hi.
My pal and I were just listening to the music.
Funny how you never seem to get used to it. I've heard it coming and going. I still get tight inside.
How long you been sailing, Boats?
Oh, a long time. 2 world wars and this. Whatever this is.
They tell me we're using live ammunition.
Well, that sort of makes a war of it, doesn't it?
Yep.
Now hear this. H-hour -10. First Marines prepare to board landing vessels.
It's been a short hour, Hank.
Oh, we got time.
You know something? I never even heard of Korea before this thing started. Here I am going into fight, and I never even heard of the place. Funny, huh?
It's better this way. Keeps it impersonal and far away from home.
Sent my wife a present from Pearl. Likes to get a present from different countries.
I sent my daughter Cassie a bathing suit. Probably too big. We better get moving, Chris.
Yeah.
I'll see you when we hit the beach.
Yeah, I'll bring the hot dogs.
Don't forget the beer. It's liable to get hot.
Okay, you guys, come on down there. Let's go.
Marines, board landing vessels.
All right, hold down the chatter for a minute.
All right.
You've been briefed on what we're up against. You've been trained. Some of us are new at this. Some of you were island hopping during the last one. You guys who have never been in action, everybody's scared. The only thing you've got to remember is to keep your weapon ready, stay low, and move fast. And, yeah, the enemy's a lot more scared than you are.
Poor enemy must be shaken apart.
Okay, let's get moving. All right, come on, pick 'em up. Sergeant, get those men moving.
You heard the lieutenant. Move.
All right. Okay, sailor, we're all aboard. Take us in.
Lieutenant?
What's on your mind, Max?
You think there's going to be much opposition?
I always figure oppositions. Better to be surprised if there isn't any. Now listen, guys, when this boat hits the beach, I'm going to start running, do you understand? And I expect every guy in my platoon to be running up my back, do you understand?
Don't worry, we'll be right
You heard what the lieutenant said. Any guy gets chicken, he's going to answer to me.
Hit the beach, on the run. Stay low, weave, dodge, and flop. Don't try to take the whole country in 5 minutes.
You understand? You don't have to worry about these guys, Lieutenant.
We're landing in a place called Incheon. We take Incheon, then head for the town of Seoul.
All alone?
If we have to.
Now I feel a little better. At least I know what to expect.
We're a couple of 100 yards from the beach. Keep facing the front of the boat. You know our sector of the beach. Scatter when we hit it.
I don't really feel any better.
Mamma mia, don't let me turn yellow.
Dodge, weave, and hit the deck. Dodge, weave, and hit the deck.
I gotta act like an officer. Only how does an officer act? My legs feel like lead. Mamma mia, let me.
Dodge, weave, and hit the deck. Dodge, weave, and hit the deck.
That officer on Evo. You know how to act. You know what to do. Okay, start moving. Let's go! Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Keep your tails down. Keep them down and don't fast. Well, let's go. Hit the beat. Take over.
Evo, Chihuahua, Incheon. Sand all tastes the same.
Almost everyone is interested in a sound investment, particularly when that investment pays huge dividends. Today, every American has the opportunity to make such an investment and to receive dividends which can never be measured in mere dollars and cents, because no dividend is as great as that of life itself. The men in our armed forces need blood which is required to restore the life and vigor of our sick and wounded soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen. You see, our supplies of human blood plasma have been depleted gravely by the demands of the Korean campaign and must be replenished to assure an adequate supply to meet any given emergency. The need is vital. The need is now. It's so little to give and so much to receive. But don't take my word for it. Just ask any Purple Heart veteran of our armed forces what a transfusion of blood meant to him in his hour of need. And then make this your opportunity to invest in the security of the United States by a donation of blood to our armed forces. Your Navy urges you to do your share to protect the men who guard and protect these United States. Call your local Red Cross chapter without delay and ask where you may make your contribution of blood to our armed forces.
Someplace I heard that you could put the whole country of Korea into the state of Texas and lose it. No, maybe so. But it's a cinch that the guy who said it wasn't with the 1st Marines. It gets kind of big when you're walking all the way. And walking into the teeth of everything the North Koreans could trigger. And then just for that added touch, just to make it a pleasant little walk, Korea has a climate that's a climate. They have 2 seasons. Too cold and too hot. And it rains in Korea. Day and night, it rains. The 1st Marines operate with the Navy. They're kind of used to water, but they prefer it under them, not coming down. Well, finally, they got Incheon behind them and started up toward the capital city of Seoul. The enemy objected. The enemy sort of thought we ought to be shoved back into the sea. But the Marine Corps takes a lot of convincing. Has a few ideas of its own. So they kept walking and shooting. And waiting. Until they could walk and shoot some more.
Hey, Lieutenant. Listen.
I don't hear anything but rain.
That's just it. So quiet. No gunfire.
Tell the men to stand easy. We're going to rest for a while.
All right, guys, take a break. Don't get too far from your rifles.
Max, I'm tired. Bet we covered 4 miles.
Seemed like 100.
Want a cigarette?
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Keep it covered.
So far, I haven't seen one thing in this country that I like. Not one thing.
Okay, if I flop here, Lieutenant. Make yourself comfortable, Corporal. Thanks for the invitation. Now, if you'll tell me how. At least no one's shooting at us. You mean the war is over? Not quite.
You kids are too impatient. If you had a taste of Guadalcanal, you'd know what war is.
Max, do me a favor. Don't try and convince me that any other war was tougher than this. I got trouble enough with this one. You'll get used to it. Maybe. I'll never get to like it.
They're letting a bunch of sissies into the Marine Corps.
You know any personally, Max?
Huh?
They ought to fight wars like ball games. You know, call them off when it starts to rain. I'll speak to the general. It's not that important, Lieutenant. I don't want to get him angry. He's liable to bust me right back to a civilian. Hey, that might not be a bad idea.
Company.
You're a little edgy, Sergeant.
I'm just being careful, Lieutenant.
Hi, Chris.
I could have wiped out half your platoon, Hank.
Maybe. But if you turn around, you'll see about 18 rifles pointed right at the middle of your back.
Do you mind telling them I'm on our side?
Sit down.
Sorry we can't serve tea, Lieutenant, but the maid ran off with the butler.
I haven't slept in a bed for a week. Every time I pick out a house, the enemy turns it into matchsticks.
You should have come over last night, Lieutenant. One of the guys liberated a pig. We ate like kings.
No kidding?
Some of my Marines have CV blood in them.
How's it look for tomorrow, Hank?
Dirty. I got my orders about an hour ago. About 2 miles ahead, we're going to run into the enemy. There's a hill we could take. They're dug in solid.
My group's cutting off to bypass it. We move up, and then we sit and wait for reinforcements.
Hey, Max, what are reinforcements?
What I came over to tell you, Hank, is that Jersey is okay.
Yeah, but I heard...
One of my kids just got back from the hospital. Went back to have a wound dressed. Anyway, he stopped in to see Jersey, and he said the guy's going to pull through.
Oh, that's great.
Had to pour about 8 pints of blood into him. But they pulled him through.
How about the arm?
He didn't have to lose it. Well, I got to get back to my guys. Take it easy tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you around.
Say, Hank. Look, if I acted funny on the ship, I mean, before we hit the beach...
I was too scared to notice.
Thanks. See you around.
You didn't look scared, Lieutenant. I've seen scared guys.
Okay to smoke, Lieutenant? Yeah, sure. Just cup it in your hand and hug the ground. Give me a cigarette, Max.
It means it's okay to smoke your own, not mine.
Got your sentries posted, Max?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to knock off for a couple of hours' sleep. We'll move again at daybreak. I don't want to walk into that hill in the dark.
Now, we got about 3 hours, sir.
Yeah, I know. Better check your sentries.
Yes, sir. Come on, Tony.
Where are we heading, Max?
Some town called Seoul.
Fenway.
Keep your eyes open, Pete. How should I know? 38th parallel.
Fenway.
You sure are full of questions.
I got a right to know. I'm fighting this war, ain't I?
You and a few other guys. Why don't you ask the lieutenant? He's the guy with the answers.
I said rather ask you. You got his ear. You know where we're going.
I'm guessing.
Then guess.
Stop leaning on that rifle, Bud. You're on sentry duty, not at a dance.
I'm tired. That Marine's always tired.
Me too.
You haven't answered my question.
What question?
Where are we heading after Seoul? After this parallel, which the way I figure it doesn't mean much anyway.
Look, Tony. We're going where we're told to go. When we get there, we'll be there.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
You know what it seems to me?
I don't know, and I don't even care. All right, let's take our 10 here. It's pretty dry.
Seems to me, when we get where we're going, we won't have been any place.
And that's exactly the kind of war it's turned out to be. 2 feet up, 1 foot back. 3 miles up one hill, 5 miles back toward the sea. The whole war seemed like a ball bouncing up and down. But a Marine has to know where he's going. Not so much why, but where. Because when you get someplace, you can start looking for home. But in September of 1950, home was a long way off. And the objective was Seoul. An objective which, if you asked any Marine, looked a whole lot easier on paper than it did on the fields and low hills of Korea.
You guys walking in a dream or something?
It's too quiet, Max. Too quiet.
I know.
The North Koreans are dug in. I don't want to walk into an ambush.
What's the objective?
You can see it from here. That low hill about a quarter of a mile ahead.
That doesn't look so tough.
Guadalcanal looked like a jungle paradise, remember?
Yeah.
Find cover. Don't bunch up. Tony, separate those guys. All right, let's cut out.
Max, come over here. I like this sunken real estate you got, Lieutenant. There ought to be more of it.
Keep that helmet on.
Looking to see what hit me.
They're shooting the works. We can't wade through that stuff.
I'm glad you thought of that, Lieutenant. Hey, Max, they're blaming us for the whole war. Let's get out of here.
Sure looks like it, doesn't it, Corporal?
Sorry, Lieutenant. I didn't see you.
I figure we can get about another 200 yards without getting cut up too bad.
Want me to move the men up?
Have them follow me and keep them low. I got a point picked out at the base of the hill.
Be right behind you, Lieutenant.
Come on, you guys. Don't get so comfortable.
Oh, Lieutenant, it's nuts, Max. Nuts. You're still alive, aren't you?
Never thought of that.
Over here, Sergeant.
You're right there, Lieutenant. What's this? Hurry.
We lose anybody? You see anyone get hit?
I didn't see anyone.
Max, we're pinned down good.
Yeah, I know.
If I rush the hill with a whole platoon, there won't be enough of us left to hold a decent service.
So just like a rat in a trap. Just like I'm in a trap.
We can always retreat. Why? I was thinking the same thing. Now listen. Get me 10 men. 10 guys who can shoot straight.
You get 4, Tony. I'll get 4. I'm going to get that Kentucky hillbilly. He can hit anything.
Hurry it up.
Come on, Tony. Come on.
I'll get there. I got the 10 men, sir.
All right, listen to me. There's 2 machine guns on that hill. We got to knock them out.
Yes, sir.
The way I figure it, there isn't enough cover for the whole platoon to attack. We can't rush them, so 10 of us will crawl over the point parallel with that rock.
Uh-huh.
We can get in that hollow just behind them.
About 50 yards this side of the machine gun emplacement?
That's right. Now let's start moving.
7, 8, 9, 10. We all made it, sir.
Good. Now listen. It's going to be murder unless we get that machine gun. We got to strike fast. You've got plenty of cover here.
The whole platoon exposed. All they have to do is wait for us to shiver a little. You shivering? Yeah. Any objections?
Spread out a little. I'm going up alone. I'm going to try and get them fast. You guys cover me.
Lieutenant, you haven't got a snowball's chance. They'll pick you off before you get 20 feet.
Can you think of a better way to get those guys?
Good luck, Lieutenant.
Thanks. Keep me covered.
Nuts, Max. It's nuts. You ain't got a chance. So far, so...
I got him, Max. He's down.
No, he's okay, Tony. You see, he's moving again. He just slipped. He'll never make it. All he's got's a 45. Keep him covered. Keep him covered. I'm doing it. I'm praying, too. What do you think, Max? I don't know. What should we do? We can't just sit here. I'm going up after him. Keep me covered. Everybody's going nuts. Everybody.
Lieutenant, here's the carbine.
Quick. Looks like you had yourself a party.
Yeah, something like that.
What happened?
Something must have jammed the machine gun. This one here. No, that one turned around for a minute, and when I jumped in, he got it first.
4 at once. Not counting the guy you tried to knock off with your bare hands.
I ran out of ammunition. I didn't have time to reload. Now, you get back with the rest of the guys. I'm going after the other machine gun.
You got too much luck, Lieutenant. Don't run it too far. Don't run it too far.
What happened, Max? What happened?
Keep praying for the lieutenant, Tony. Keep praying, because he's keeping us alive.
Hey, Max, he's waving to us.
All right, come on, guys. Up the hill. Make those guns talk. Make them talk.
Start this machine gun working, Max.
Cut it out. Nobody's moving back. Max, cut it out.
Maybe there's nobody left.
Where's the lieutenant?
Walking up behind you. Walking like the war was over.
All right, Max. You can grab a cigarette. This part of the war is over. How'd we do, sir? We did real good, Corporal. There were about 100 of them on this hill. Killed about 75 already. The rest of them gave up.
How about us, sir? What'd it cost us?
We got all we came with, Max. 2 guys got wounded, but not bad. How's about a cigarette?
Yeah, you have one of mine, sir.
Right, thanks.
Did you know there were 2 guys working that second machine gun, Lieutenant?
I did when I got there.
Lieutenant, sir.
Yeah.
He was running up the hill trying to win the war alone. I said you was nuts. I'm sorry, sir.
So?
I'm sorry. So, sorry I said you was nuts.
Max, you and Tony see that the men take it easy for a while.
Yes, sir.
7 guys, Max. You knocked off 7 of them all alone.
I know.
Nuts. Why do you do it, Max?
I don't know. He's the officer.
That's no reason. No officer's told to get himself killed. Not that way.
He didn't die.
I know, but we could have pulled back. I would have pulled back.
Yeah, me too, I think. I know I would have pulled back.
Then why?
Well, look at him, Tony. Take a good look.
Yeah?
Now, if anyone asks you, you've seen a Marine. And that Marine is one hell of a man.
When asked what happened, this 24-year-old Marine Lieutenant Henry Comiskey said, "They threw everything at us. I figured my platoon could get in plenty of trouble, so I just said to my men, 'Okay, you cover me.' And I went after him. As simple as that. Only his superior officers figured there was more to it than I just went after them. And so the President of the United States hung a medal around his neck. The medal, the Congressional Medal of Honor, with a citation which has the words, 'For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity, at the risk of his own life, above and beyond the call of duty.'" All hands secure until the same time next week.
The National Broadcasting Company, in cooperation with the United States Navy Recruiting Service, has brought you another in the series of dramatic incidents based on the experiences of the men and women in the United States Navy. In today's story, your narrator was Larry Haynes, and the cast included Jackson Beck, Bill Quinn, Lois Harmon, Mandel Kramer, Clem Fowler, and Ian Martin. The program was written and directed by David Harmon and produced by Chick Vincent and Cy Levine. Jack Costello speaking. Tune in again next week at this same time when the National Broadcasting Company will once again present
Now, hear this.
Stay tuned for You Can't Take It With You over NBC.
Classic shows from the golden age of radio. This is the Rocket Classic Radio Network.
Hail, Silver! Away! A fiery horse with a speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver! The Lone Ranger. Treaties were signed with the Indians in the early days of the western United States, but agents who used their public office for private gain soon destroyed the red man's faith in the white man's word. A new crisis arose, and the masked rider of the plains fought for justice on the side of the Indians.
He broke the power of the politicians and restored peace and harmony to the frontier. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver! We're heading for Indian country. There's going to be trouble. Hi-yo, Silver! Away!
A heavy-set man with shrewd eyes and a coarse-featured, roughly bearded face shouldered his way toward the bar in the cafe at Squaw City. His progress was watched with interest, and when it became evident that he was making his way toward two men who stood in conversation at one end of the bar, the room became silent. The elderly of the two men, hearing his approach, stopped talking and turned around.
Looks like we got company, Fred. Miss Carver.
Yeah, that's him. I knew he'd be alone.
All right. Just take it easy. Let me do the talking.
Mm-hmm.
Marsden?
Right.
I'm Carver. Heard of me?
I think so.
I wasn't sure you had. Thought maybe that was why you hadn't looked me up.
Should I have?
You're the fella aims to rent grazing land from the Indians, ain't you?
I am.
How many critters you bringing here?
Quite a few.
Yeah? How much land will you need?
I expect to rent 500,000 acres.
That much, eh? That'll cost you something. Reckon it'll run you about $25,000.
That's what I expect to pay.
Good. When do I get it?
You don't.
Eh?
The money goes to Chief Standing Elk.
Oh, sure, that's all right. Of course it goes to him. But I'm his agent. You give it to me and I give it to him.
Nice of you. But this time I'll save you the trouble.
I don't think so.
No?
You're a stranger around here, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Likely you ain't acquainted with how things stand. But nobody rents from the Indians unless they do it through me.
So I've been told.
Oh, you knew that, huh?
I've been told you've arranged the leases for quite a few of the outfits in Indian territory.
I've fixed all of them.
But the Indians never see the money.
What's that?
I understand your game, Carver. I understand it perfectly. You take the money, and then you call on the Indians and feed them rot-gut whiskey. By the time they're sober, they've signed over their land, leaving you a good 90% profit.
Now, just a second, Marsden.
You'll hear me out. I know you've got a certain amount of influence with the authorities in Washington. I know you've got a gang of cutthroats and gun hands that'll do anything you tell them. And I know that up till now, the cattlemen have been afraid to call your bluff. But I don't scare. I deal with Standing Elk my way, and for all of me, you can go to blazes. So that's the way it is. Take it or leave it.
I see. Made up your mind, eh?
I have.
No chance of you thinking it over and maybe deciding different?
None in the world.
Not too bad. Very glad I met you. Good night.
So that's Carver, eh? I thought you said he was tough.
Look, Marsden. You came to me and asked me to handle things for you. I said I would. I don't go back on my word. I'll ride out and see Standing Elk tomorrow. If I can, I'll get you that lease.
Well?
But I'm beginning to wish we'd never met up.
Why? What's wrong?
Marsden, when Carver makes threats, he's dangerous enough.
But he didn't threaten.
That's what I mean. When he don't, watch out.
A week later, just at dusk, a masked man on a great white stallion drew his mount to a halt in a small grove not far from Squaw City. He was met there by a man in the uniform of a major in the United States Army. For several minutes, the latter spoke earnestly while the masked man listened. Then...
So that's why you sent Tonto after me.
When I saw him, I knew you were the only man who could handle this.
Yes?
I tell you, you are. Don't you think we know at the fort what Carver is? Of course we do. We've known it for the past 2 years, and we haven't been able to touch him.
Why not?
We've nothing on him.
Arrest him for selling whiskey to the Indians.
Yes? Who will testify against him? The Indians? They're not going to cut off their source of supply.
What's Carver done about Marsden?
Nothing.
You sure?
As far as I can be sure of anything where he's concerned.
Marsden got his lease?
He did.
Paid Standing Elk himself, huh?
No, but he's going to. He's gone back to Texas. I understand he's just one of a group of cattlemen. He'll return with the money, and his partners will follow with their cattle.
I see. I suppose he'll pay Standing Elk in gold.
Of course.
Major, don't misunderstand me. I think as little of Carver as you do. I want him brought to justice as badly as you do. But so far, you haven't told me a thing that could be used against him. He hasn't taken a step outside the law.
But he will, just as surely as I'm talking to you.
Yes?
He's got to. If Marsden challenges him and gets away with it, he's finished. He'll never bluff another cattleman into hiring him as an agent. This dirty game he's been playing will be ended. So far, it's made him thousands. A man like Carver doesn't give up that kind of money without a fight.
No, I imagine not.
Well, will you help us?
What measures are you taking?
Oh, we're watching him as best we can, of course. But the fellow has influence, you know. We've got to be mighty careful. We'd like to make the arrest. But when we do, the evidence against him must be clear and binding.
You think I can get that evidence, huh?
Well, naturally, I remember the time our quartermaster had been embezzling army funds. No one else could have trapped him as cleverly as you did.
Very well, Major.
You will help?
I will. If I hesitated, it's because I don't like to see the Army behave as though it were afraid of a few crooked politicians.
We're not exactly proud of the situation. But there's only one class of people that can avoid politics in one form or another.
Yes?
Those like yourself. Men who stand outside the law, either to aid it or fight it.
Just one thing before I leave.
And that?
If I do this, if I see an opportunity to trap Carver, will you act if called upon?
I will. You have my word on it.
Good. I won't try to contact you at the post myself, of course. Any message from me will be sent through Tonto.
The guard will have orders to admit him at any time, day or night.
Then that's settled. You may not hear from me soon, Major, but when you do, be ready for action. Come on, Silver. Come on! Oh, there, Silver. Oh, boy. Oh, there. Oh, steady, boy. Tonto. Get mounted. We ride.
Here, Scout. What we do?
You know this fellow Carver?
Me know him.
He lives at the old Willard place. He and that gang of hangers-on that follow him.
Not right.
Well, we're going to hunt out a place suitable for a camp as close to there as possible. Then we'll return here and pick up our gear.
What matter?
Carver's a crook, Kimasabi. Everyone in the district knows it. It looks as though we're the only ones who'll do anything about it. Come on.
I'll set him up, Scout.
Away! 2 weeks went by, and still Carver had not shown his hand. But late one afternoon, a horseman reined in before Carver's headquarters, threw himself from the saddle, ran up the steps of the porch, and knocked on the door.
Come in.
You, huh, Bed? What's up?
It came.
Huh?
The letter, Carver. The letter you said Marsden would write to Fred Baker.
Oh, yeah. You saw it?
Yeah, enough to make sure.
Good work. Yeah. There's $50 for you. You've earned it.
Thanks, Carver. Anything else you want?